How we doing, fans? The Lamp Boys are back, ready to go here. Live Bet Central, Dallas Stars, Tampa Bay Lightning, Game 6, Stanley Cup. Tim's on the West Coast, ready to bury a double for us as usual. And the boys fired it up with a quick bet here. $1.10 to win $1.70. We're taking the Dallas Stars tonight because we're rooting for a Game 7. As much as I think Tampa Bay is going to win the series here, I just can't let Dallas go. Scory Perry is he's alive and well after Game 5, so I'm ready to fire here.
JG firing it up. You see it right there, folks. The Lamp at the Dallas Stars plus 155. We put it in at 110 to win 170. I mean, it's just happening. We really think that Dallas doesn't want to go away, but we still have a little belief that Tampa is just going to come out as the imposing force they have always been. JG, happy to be on Lightin the Lamp here and just watching a live hockey game, and episode 21 and also just the Stanley Cup Final. So, I mean, we could be watching the cup be hoisted tonight, kid. We could be watching the cup get hoisted tonight.
Alive and well. I mean, what I do have to say is, I mean, as far as Tampa Bay not losing back-to-back games, I just think that 2020 has been so goddamn crazy. How does the Stanley Cup not end in double overtime Game 7? Like, how does it end tonight? I mean, 2020 has been a nightmare. I feel like Dallas is going to make it a little bit of a nightmare for Tampa Bay here. I think that's the ideology behind my bet today. It had nothing to do with the analytics, nothing to do with anything else in the series, just other than how does this season end any other way than double overtime Game 7?
Well, you feeling overtime again tonight here? I mean, the bet kind of reflected that,
I'm hoping for a Dallas finish in 3 periods. Obviously, with the bet in, not really looking to watch any overtime here, but I mean, I'll take anything. Any extra hockey is good, Tim. Any extra hockey is good.
Oh my God! And we fired up here. We got it going. I mean, the first line.
You're a little behind me. I've already watched about a minute and change.
couple scoring chances already going by.
I'm 1850. Braden Point's already buzzing. The boys are buzzing. I'm just gonna stay a little lagged behind you here. I'm gonna let you get into it because, again, I'm a minute and 10 ahead of you. So I don't want to ruin this for the West Coast fans, and obviously me and the East Coast fans. We're a little bit ahead. So, you know, I'm going to let you kind of dictate the flow here because you're a little behind me.
Yeah, just a little bit. But game's fired off here. Boys are buzzing around. We got to love it. No shots yet. No good shots yet on goal, huh?
Nothing on my end either for as far as the time goes. Just a lot of battling out here. A little bit sloppy. Guys look like they're just flying around trying to get a pace going. You know, it's going to get good. The series gets good after 5 minutes every game. I mean, some games they're scoring 20 seconds in.
So I know you wanted to jab at me just because I had gotten Tampa's coach wrong for 20 episodes plus.
Yeah, Ronnie Boy Cooper, shout out. We love you, pal. Your name is John, but let's be honest. Ron is a great look. Ron Burgundy, Ron Cooper, fantastic look. Fantastic.
But, what did you think of the announcement when he said that Stamkos was out for the rest of the cup? You know, when he said that, I really thought that he basically was saying we're winning tonight and he's not playing tonight.
That's another reason I like Dallas tonight here because I think Dallas is injected. They're like they know what that brought to Tampa Bay the other night, and I think that they know not having him. It hurts, let's be honest, because Dallas is as much as we still can't fathom it, just as good as Tampa Bay. I mean, this series could very well be 3-2 the other way right now.
I mean, when you have back-to-back OTs, I mean, any bounce can go a different way. And we saw both nights. One went to Tampa and one went to Dallas, and splitting that up. But it's just been what an epic series. But I'm going to bury this beer real quick here, JG. I know you got the eyes fixated on the game here.
Well, I got the ridiculously large 75-inch in my mediocre-sized living room, so the eyes are just locked in.
Oh.
We need a Rupe Hintz Kiviranta combo game winner tonight, and then we'll buy the
Rupe Hintz is not playing, dude. Rupe Hintz has been ruled out And he's not in. Blake Como's not in.
The
Dallas
wife definitely making an appearance in the podcast here, Tim. She just squeaked by. I saw her butt. It's all good, though. It's all good.
Hey, that's when you go a little bit more live, you just got to roll with everything, and that's okay.
She's cooking dinner. She's fantastic, so we appreciate that. I mean, quick start here. No real scoring chances, but looking good, man. Looking good. It's going to be a battle out here. Dallas is going to win by 3.
I feel like Dallas's top line and the Braden Point line hasn't left the ice yet, man. It looks like they're just matching up, and it's just been a quick spot.
And Radulov is huffing and puffing. He's on his way back out again, so you're not wrong. They're staying out there quite a bit.
I think they are. I think both coaches came out and were just like, we need to pop the first one. Let's try to get one quick in the first 5 minutes here. And I think they were just like, we're doubling you up, boys. Let's get after it. I mean there you Heiskanen. I mean, just only 4 minutes into the game, he's already played a full minute. I mean, not too bad, but
no, you're another one. On my end, I'm 15-40. Pretty boring start. Fast-paced start, but not much activity. I mean, you're looking at 1 shot on goal for Tampa Bay, none for Dallas. A little stale for a Game 6 here.
Did they even show it in the preview, having the cup inside the house? Usually they're always shining that baby up, showing her for the fans.
Maybe I didn't see the cup. Dallas is going to win tonight no matter what.
Wow, you're all about that, huh? You're just all about that.
I'm telling you right now, there's no way that the Stanley Cup doesn't get hoisted in Game 7. 2020's been too crazy. How do you have this big bubble? You've been there for all this time, and you don't finish in Game 7 double OT? Just wouldn't make sense.
I don't know. The other night, that was a pretty bad penalty, that they called that led to the overtime goal. You remember that?
They've called a lot of bad penalties this year in this playoffs. Let's be honest. That hasn't been the most well-refed playoffs. It's been mediocre at best.
A lot of neutral zone play.
The guys are working hard for sure. I don't want to take anything away from them, but let's be honest. You're on a layoff for 4 or 5 months. You come back middle of August, probably drank 30-pack every other day for 6 months with nothing to do. You weren't on the ice. I mean, the refs were lagging a little bit until we got to the cup here. There wasn't much fantastic ref calling out. I don't know. It was and I heard a lot of people talk about it through the channels and just reading articles and a lot of complaints on the refs. But again, can't take anything away from them. They're hardworking. They're doing their job out there. It's a tough job, but nice big hit we just missed. We just got here, so.
You gotta imagine just like these guys are just exhausted from all the block shots. I mean, just remember how many games we were talking about with 120 shots or just 50 shots a game just per side, right? And I mean, even I think what was it? The Lightning,
Vasilevsky and Khudobin are
the 2 goalies that have been playing almost the literal entire time they've been in the bubble. Whereas a couple other teams were swapping goalies out. Yeah.
No tandem tendies on these 2 teams. These guys, I mean, think about the game versus Columbus that we actually were able to be on live for because we were filming and it never ended. It was 5-6 overtimes, whatever it was. I mean, think about that game. Vasilevsky made 60-something saves in that game. Korpisalo made 83 saves. That's unheard of. It's absolutely unheard of. I mean, these guys got to be tired by now.
Wasn't that against Toronto? Was that against Tampa? I thought Tampa had that.
That was the Columbus game when they went to 5 overtimes. It was Columbus and Tampa Bay. Korpisalo, Vasilevsky. They went to 5 overtimes. Remember? We were live.
I thought Tampa Bay was one of the teams in the beginning because that was a qualifier. That was one of the earliest games.
It was. I'm telling you right now, it was the first round.
I think you got to look that one up. Gotta make sure we're right on this.
I'm telling you right now.
It's a TV timeout for me. So we can
Columbus, Tampa, 5 OT. Yep, this is it.
That was it, huh? Okay.
Yep, August 11th, 2020. Point registers winner in 5 OTs. That was it. Korpisalo made 85 saves.
85 saves. So how many to Vasilevsky?
Vasilevsky. Let's get down to it. Get into the article here. Vasilevsky, Corpusalo, 5 OT stats.
It's amazing. I think I only watch commercials when I'm watching.
Vasilevsky made 61 saves and Corpusalo made 85 saves. So I mean that was to start the playoffs off bright and early. So I mean, imagine how tired a guy like Vasilevsky is today in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final.
I mean, Khudobin is what 6, 7 years older than him. Vasilevsky's still 26, 27 years old. Not that old of a guy. Whereas Khudobin
is shorty
around.
We need a Jamie Benn shorty. Is what we need.
Dude, you gotta love that. Just the NHL is now littered with the Chiclets commercials for New Amsterdam and everything like that too, right?
Them. I wish that we got involved when they did. Honestly, nothing but great things to say about the boys. I listen to them twice a week. I'm caught up on my episodes. I'm a fanboy.
Oh, wow.
I mean, just absolutely everything that you want to build. I mean, God bless them. Look at what they've built. Incredible.
100%.
I mean, a couple of Booze Hound ex-NHLers and a few of their boys make a liquor brand. They have their own fucking bets. They have prop bets. They make their own prop bets. RA texts the guy at Barstool and makes prop bets daily. I mean, I would love my life. Let's be honest. That is me. That is what I need to be doing. Making prop bets for a gambling website. I would be fantastic at it. I mean, let's just
eights and aces every weekend, just running off.
I mean, listen,
in an exacta.
I mean, I know we're a little off track because we're watching the Cup here. It's a little slow. Haven't got much, even on the power play. So we're going a little off track. But let's be honest, the Monmouth Park race meet is one of the best horse meets in the country. I bet you Eddie Olchuk would agree. My boy Eddie Olchuk is a fantastic horse bettor. He's one of the better handicappers in this country. And a guy who made 50 sheets in the NHL. So just one of my idols growing up, still one of my idols now. I hope to be as good a bettor as he is. I mean, he won half a
sportscaster. He
won $500,000 on a pick six at Del Mar 2 years ago on $148.50. Eddie Olchuk, ladies and gentlemen. Cheers to you.
Not too much. Stars are really keeping it tight on this penalty kill. They're doing well.
Yeah, you're a little behind me too. We finally had a scoring chance. You're about to see it any second. Dallas buzzing.
Dude, I gotta say, Klingberg and Sergachev too. Just another couple standouts here. Other than Hedman,
Sergachev and Heiskanen, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, are from the same draft year. And I mean, wow. Like, the fact that those two guys were involved in the same fucking draft is incredible.
Whoa, okay.
Buzzing, no credited shot on goal, but a little activity.
Dallas is starting to get, I feel like, get a little confidence in their skates here. I like it.
I think you're going to get tonight what you would expect in a Game 6 where a team is down a game and another team is looking to win. You're looking at, I don't want to say an under right away because these teams score at a rapid pace when they get going, but you're looking at a defensive battle here. I mean, you're not going to have – I don't see a 5-4 game tonight. I think you're looking at a 2-1, 3-2, possible overtime. I think Dallas doesn't want to go home, and I think Tampa Bay realizes that if they lose tonight, they're in trouble.
What a line. Good. What am I looking at right now? Goodrose, Cirelli, and Coleman, third line. Who are they up against? Pavelski. You got Perry on that line. Oh, they're playing against third line versus top line. Gotta love that.
Burying a couple of claws now. Finelli, I just texted you because, you keep giving my boy Tim all this gear. And that's another thing. I mean, Mr. Big Salesman, I mean, you got a guy chugging Budweisers here. We'll throw a couple of claws inside the boot. Like,
yeah.
Like, can somebody give us an ad read here? Somebody, anybody. I mean, we're
all free ad reads.
Shout out to Eat Clean, bro. Shout out to Eat Clean, bro. Local business while we're on commercial. Great meal preps, best in the game. Local kid started from nothing. Absolute legend with a tri-state business that's just absolutely booming, and the best steakhouse in the entire country right now. Long Branch, New Jersey, the Butcher's Block. Can't be beaten. Unfucking believable. Saquon Barkley and David Quinn are going to eat there for a reason instead of eating in New York City because it's the best steakhouse in the entire country. Hot take. Damn. The Butcher's Block. Shout out. You guys are fucking killing it. Best tomahawks, best meat you've ever eaten. Just fucking incredible. And the liquor license is coming soon, so it's going to be an absolute shit show. Butcher's Block, we love you. The block, baby. The block.
Well, just because I'm in California, I have to search my soul for some good pizza, and that's why I've been just repping Sal's Pizzeria. Just because, honestly, in Foothill Ranch, Mission Viejo, they got the grandma sliced pie. They bring it back to the old time. Like what you would get in New York City. They know exactly what I've been missing in my entire life. Oh yeah. They have everything, cannolis, like everything. Great cannolis, great garlic knots, pasta salad, antipasta.
Let's be honest. I've visited you in California. I got to be 3-4 times now, and then all the Vegas trips. I mean, we've never said, "Hey, let's go get a slice."
No,
let's be honest, you know what I mean? And from what I've seen since Jenny's been posting, your wife, with all her work and stuff she does with Sal, she's been posting a lot of stuff and. Impressive looking pie. I would definitely want to go try it when I'm in California again.
Without a doubt.
In the next 6 months to a year, I will be there. So, we're going to have to go to Sal's. But normally, we're not saying, hey, let's go grab a slice. Not since you've lived there.
Dude, it's actually fantastic that you could go here and get a slice. Go get just like 2-3 slices.
I'm sorry, bro, but somebody's going out of the game. Corey Perry with an absolute – crush job in the corner, full tilt. I don't know who he just hit, but if he comes back out, oh my God. God bless you, Corey Perry. I love you. That is why I bet the Dallas Stars tonight.
Okay, Sagan to the net. Little scoring chance. Okay. No, I'm still behind. I just saw a little scoring chance.
I'm sorry that I couldn't control myself. You're going to love it when you see it.
I'm going to love it when I see it. No, there's no way. We're going to have to keep the reactions fresh and live, and you're just going to have to, I'll just have to live through it.
I'm a little ahead.
You know what? We have to have some consequences for having perfect weather, no bugs,
big stop.
Incredible food. Oh my God.
Good Lord Jesus. You saw the hit?
Oh, that was great. And then he gets the puck on his stick and goes back the other way on the ice.
An absolutely beautiful.
I really feel like that was Sergachev. I feel like he was playing in the corner. Because guess what? Hedman came out when I think he got off the ice, and Hedman came out. I think that was Sergachev.
I mean, dude.
He looked like 98 on his back.
Super fucking clean. And here we go. Tampa Bay back on the peeper. This is not good. Klinkberg in the box, too.
He's a critical piece. Piece. What is he just pissed off?
Bad penalty by Klinkberg, by a veteran, top-notch defenseman. Bad penalty. Game 6, Stanley Cup. Wow, that was Sergachev, and holy fuck, what a hit.
I saw the 98. I saw the numbers, and he's a big body. He is not a small guy, Sergachev, too. So for Corey Perry to lay down a body like that, that's pretty.
You see this replay and watch him skate back to the bench, bro. He looks like the life is out of him. Corey Perry gave every last pound of his body into that.
That's what I'm saying. Sergachev is not a small guy to go to work on.
He's 6'3". He's 6'3". I mean.
Oof.
But I mean, another bad penalty on Dallas. This has been Dallas's major concern, major issue. Shit penalties at shit times have been killing Dallas throughout the series. I think Tampa Bay's been much better, being disciplined. Oh no, that's it. 1-0. Braden Point. 1-0. I'm sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
can hear it in the background. You're good. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. Corey Perry went right. I'm still watching the replay, but
Yeah, you're about
baby.
45 seconds from watching Kucherov set up fucking point.
Dude, Sergachev gave Klingberg a little whack in the legs, too,
Kucherov,
on the way out.
Wait until you watch this assist by Kucherov. I mean, just picture perfect. Stops on a dime, sucks the defenseman in. Backhand pass behind the back to point. Gets stopped and gets his own rebound. I mean, Braden Point was nice, but what Kucherov did was picture perfect. Textbook skill guy play. Not everybody does it. I mean, just a really nice stop on a dime on the blue line, sucks the defenseman in, and a beautiful assist from behind the back. I mean, holy fuck.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, stops
stop.
on a dime on the blue, boom, to the slot, rebound, boom.
You have two defensemen on down.
I mean,
standing around.
Kucherov stopped the whole play. He sucked everybody. He drew everybody's eyes to him. He sucked the whole play to that corner of the wall and leaves Point wide open in the slot. Just a fucking unbelievable hockey play by Kucherov.
Oh my God, yeah, Mark, you have to grab Point's stick though. Like that is like you're right next to him. Yeah, Mark, what are you doing? What are you doing?
We probably should have went with Tampa Bay, like you said. I wanted Tampa Bay in the last one. We probably should have listened to each other, but I still think Dallas is winning this game.
Listen, we also have a goal, right? Don't we have a goal in hand or no? We
didn't take the 1.5. I took the money line. I took the odds.
Wow, taking the money line. All
right. I want the odds.
Remember it again. Lamp at Dallas Stars plus 155, 110 to win 170.
It's a 1-0 game. Let's be honest. When we took Dallas for 200, when I didn't want to, and I listened to you, we were singing the tune with 10 minutes left in the third period when it was 3-2 and the boys were buzzing. So anything can happen. It's early. If Corey Perry's going to be throwing the body like that, I don't think Dallas is going to be going away. So,
I mean, is Sergachev back on the ice? I haven't seen him.
Yeah, Sergachev's coming. I see him right now. He's on the ice.
All right, just a little bit.
Sergachev is
knocked out on him.
Sergachev is as scrappy as they come. You know he's not. He'll be back. I mean, if that was any other D-man, I would be nervous. But Sergachev is the toughest D-man Tampa Bay has. Wow, who is that? Who's number 92?
For who? Tampa or Dallas?
Tampa. Volkov?
I don't know him.
Daily faceoff. He just made a sweet fucking move. I'm going on daily faceoff because I got to see who this guy is.
Sorelli, Paquette. I see Johnson on the ice. I don't see who you're talking about. I can't see.
He was on the ice. 92. 92. Not somebody that I have ever seen play for Tampa Bay. Maybe he's part of the bubble. You know, one of those extras, and he just made his way in the lineup.
You guys banged up, something like that, maybe.
I don't know. I've never seen a 92 in the lineup, and the move he just made was like just another typical, like, hey, Tampa Bay has a guy that plays in Syracuse that's better than half your team. Is there a reason the fucking shit won't come up?
I see him. Oh, okay. That little fancy move. I see what you're saying.
79, Alexander Volkov. Who is this guy?
No, this is not. No, it is 92.
Yeah, no, he's wearing 92, but it's Volkov. He was supposed to wear 79. It's Alexander Volkov, 92. I'm looking him up on Hockey TV right now because, let's be honest, just a silky move from a guy that's probably a Syracuse crunch guy. And this is why Tampa Bay is as good as they are.
Hedman's going to get a goal tonight. You just know it. You just feel it. He might be the one.
Listen to me. John Klingberg is scoring a goal tonight. Fuck Victor Hedman. Yep. What did I tell you? Syracuse Crunch, AHL, 1920. 9 goals, 21 assists, 30 points. 9 games played in the NHL. And now he's in Game 6 of the Stanley Cup, and he's making little dipsy doodles like he belongs. I mean, just amazing what Tampa Bay – Stevie Yzerman just built the system of – the program of a lifetime. The guy who walked into Tampa Bay if he doesn't end his career on a golden throne, he's an asshole.
Well, let's just say, now that we're bringing up Steve Yzerman, trading for Mark Stahl off the New York Rangers, and for future considerations, we'll just see what they want in return. But moving some money off of the salary cap, and I know that you couldn't have been harder than a diamond in an ice storm, brother.
I hit you up 14 minutes after the trade, and you were so fucking cockeyed drunk this Saturday that you text me yesterday morning. Wow, the Mark Stahl trade. I said, hey, jerk off. Why don't you take a look at your text messages from yesterday at 2:00 in the afternoon? You fucking asshole. But I harder than a fucking uncut diamond, bro. I mean, let's be honest. That you lose. They're taking his salary. You give up a second rounder. We're loaded with draft picks. I don't need another draft pick for another decade. I mean, Jeff Gorton has loaded enough draft picks in the last 3 years for the next decade of drafting. So give him the second rounder. You lose the $6 million, and now there's a possibility we get rid of Lundqvist in a similar situation. We probably give up a second to third round draft pick, and we probably eat about $3 million on his salary. But you're talking about freeing $12 million in salary with Tony DeAngelo to re-sign and a lot of 6 through 12 guys that need to be signed. We need that bottom 6 signed. We need.
I think we're paying Mark Stahl his $1 million signing bonus. We're paying him all his bonuses.
It has nothing to do with the salary cap. It's yours. I don't care.
Yeah. So $1 million counts against the salary cap, but it's fine. Like $1 million.
But so he was 6.7. He was 6.7 with the signing bonus. They're eating 5.7. So we're still walking with $6 million. That's a huge deal.
And so, I mean,
that's a Tony DeAngelo bridge deal. That's a Tony DeAngelo 2 years, $9 million bridge deal. Paid for right there. And now $1.5 million to sign a gritty fourth liner that we desperately need.
Amazing. You also
in
heard
one
that
player, you re-sign a better defenseman, and you get a depth player.
You heard that Torrey Krug turned down $40 million for 6 years from Boston. He was just
he's going to go on the open. Listen, let's be honest, Tim. Let's look at all the shit contracts that have been signed in the last decade in the NHL. Players that don't earn a fucking dime, that go out and they get paid $5 million a year over 3 to 5 years, and they play like a bag of shit because they had one good year somewhere. Torrey Krug is a proven top 3 defenseman and an offensive powerhouse. So what's he going to get on the open market? $40 million, probably 60 to 65.
He's top 6 defenseman for the last 5 years.
You're looking at leaving $20 million on the table. So if you're Torrey Krug, how do you not turn it down?
For a Stanley Cup.
For your family,
for one more cup.
But says who? How do you know the teams that are willing to sign him aren't on the cusp of winning a Stanley Cup? Maybe the New York Rangers get rid of Lundqvist and Stahl and decide, hey, we're going to sign Torrey Krug to 3 years, $21 million.
I wouldn't mind it. I also heard the Eichel rumors flying around too on the Rangers today. Highly exciting.
If we got Eichel, Krug, and Lafreniere in a single year, we could win the cup now. Let me not hot take it because we need some toughness in the worst way. We are the biggest fucking pussy team. I mean, we have a great skill set. We have great defensemen. We have great goaltending situation. But we are a bag of pussies, dude. We need so much grit. We need a Ryan Reeves. We need our own version of it. Like Brandon Lemieux needs a guy to season him because Brandon Lemieux can very well be a poor man's Tom Wilson. He was a first-round draft pick, but he needs to be seasoned by somebody who understands it. There's not everybody can play a role like that and still score goals and put up points. You have to find somebody that can teach him how to do it because he's got the skill set. He was a 30th draft pick in the NHL draft. I don't care who your dad is.
Oh, my God. Sorry. I'm watching something. I'm just watching a scoring chance by Kucherov, which was just spectacular to me.
He's the best. He's the player of the game first period.
So did you see the stats that came out that it was just like, top player? It was like the top 5 NHL players for assists in a single playoff season, and it was Wayne Gretzky. I think it was one other person, Kucherov and Wayne Gretzky. But it was like he was amongst like 2 other people. people, but he has like 30 assists almost at this point. It's
absolutely incredible. He's quietly probably the #1 player in the NHL for the last 3 seasons.
I think he always lived semi in the shadow of Stamkos, of Stammer.
Yeah,
I think he just always
that's over and done
with because he's literally putting the team on his back.
Since last season, that's been over and done. Kucherov has been above and beyond a better player than. Let's be honest, Stamkos is phenomenal. He's a Hall of Famer. Kucherov is better. Is that possible? Nobody ever probably thought so, but it is, and he is better.
Listen, if you're too fragile to play in enough games to carry your team, and you're always hurt, and someone else has to be there picking it up, I mean, I'm sorry, I'm not sorry. Like, you're not going to get the games that and it is what it is. But Kucherov has literally been just the heart. He's been the heart. I mean, Stamkos is the soul of the team, but he's the heart, and you need the heart and the soul, right?
Doesn't look very good right now. We are being outshot 11-1, so we're gonna need the boys in green to really step her up.
Listen. Let's look at the last 3 games, right? Or including this game. So 2 games in this one. In the last 2 games in the first period, Tampa Bay has put up 3 goals in every first period. Dude, what? Tampa Bay scored, huh?
No, dude. Fucking Dickinson thinks he's a superstar now because he's been scoring some fucking goals, and he's got Seguin on a 2-on-1, and instead of sliding it to the fucking best goal scorer in the last fucking 15 years in the league, or one of the top 10, you fucking shoot it shoulder high on Vasilevsky, 6'5". Slide the thing to an open fucking net to Tyler Seguin. Like, what are you doing? And then Sergachev rips your helmet off and makes you look like a bitch because you deserve it. Oh, my God.
A lot of exciting hockey about to come up.
That's incredible. See this, dude. How could you not slide that?
All I'm saying is in the last 2 games, Tampa Bay has scored 3 goals in the first period, but Dallas has always crawled back, found a way back. So you don't worry about 1. As long as they don't go down 3. As long as they don't go down 3.
Game 6. I know we're going over each other again, but this is live and things.
Oh my God! Yeah, what do you?
Oh yeah, you slide that to Seguin, it's fucking wide open, the whole net. Jesus,
I mean, dude, I get that. Like, he was probably thought like he was cheating. Vasilevsky,
but then shoot low pad far side. What do you? You're Jason Dickinson. You're a third liner. What are you going short side high for?
He's not Stamkos.
You understand what I'm saying? A little bit. Like, come on, man. Like put it far side pad low. Seguin's at the back door. At least you create some havoc. You're going fucking shoulder high. It's either snipe or nothing.
You went short side.
We're in game 6 of the Stanley Cup. If you went short side pad low and it pops out to your stick, you have a rebound. You go far side pad low, Seguin's crashing the net. At least you're creating some havoc. You want fucking havoc in the crease. If the shots are 11-2, Vasilevsky is walking in the park right now. He's picking dandelions for his wife. He's hanging out. Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to create some havoc. But being that you're behind, Victor Hedman just took a shit penalty against Corey Perry. Corey Perry dove to no end. Fantastic play by Corey Perry, an absolute American patriot. God bless you, Corey Perry. God bless you for the dive. It worked. Hedman's in the box. Dallas is on a power play. Minute and a half left in the period.
Let me say that, dude. Actually, this playoffs, I've seen hockey players probably hold their face, like act like they got cut, like act like they took a stick. I feel like much more than you would.
Soccer players.
I really feel like this is the first time I've seen that more so than any other time because, dude, 5 fucking years ago, you got whacked with your stick. I don't care. Like, I mean, just like get back up off the ice. You're fine, right? Like, it wasn't that intense to where, like, anytime someone's face goes up and you drop your stick, there's a penalty called. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like there's a couple soft ones where it's just like, come on, guys. You know what I mean?
Oh, dude, 100%. There's been some fucking – I told you, I haven't loved the calling. I mean, it's the Stanley Cup playoffs. It's not meant to be soft. It's meant to be.
I just saw the play, the barely slew foot, though, just the leg in the back.
Yeah, let's be honest. If you're a good ref, you're not calling Victor Hedman for that any day of the week. Victor Hedman is a fucking Norris Trophy candidate and a Conn Smythe candidate. You're not calling that on him if you're a good ref. That's why I'm saying the reffing is mediocre. But, I mean, in my favor, so. Oh! This guy Seguin can't fucking – I mean, the poor guy just can't score. Wow.
It's going to be Pavel. It has to be Captain America. Pavelski.
You like that? You like that last night?
I love that. I love that. Have you heard that? How would they call him? Or I mean, I know Mike Modano used to be called Captain America, but I mean, Joe Pavelski. I mean, taking up the mantle on Dallas too.
He's the new Captain America, dude.
Without a doubt.
For our last two fucking American Olympics, he was a stud. He was awesome when we got silver against Crosby. I mean, he is right now America's.
Didn't we win when we had Oshie and all those guys? Didn't we win? Wasn't that the Sochi year, or am I just absolutely high and thinking that didn't happen?
Just can't get the goal on the peeper here. Not what you want to see, but a pretty good peeper.
Dude, a lot of control, great passing. They're finding the open man. They're moving it around. Like, they're getting shots on Vasilevsky. I mean, that's what you want to see. Like, this is – I mean, you're even tiring the boys out. I mean, they got to get off. But what a first period here, huh?
Great.
I mean, I got to say, first 10 minutes, like 7 to 10 minutes, a little bit slower, but it finally picked up. Everyone looked like they woke up in a big fashion here, huh?
Yeah, hopefully Dallas can pick up so we don't lose yet another bet. Difficulty here. Your boy Timmy Amendola fucking up on the 1s and 2s. Just going to blame it on him because, the bet is all my fault. Tampa Bay is up 2-0. Should have listened to Tim tonight. Tim should have listened to me a couple nights ago. We're going to let a sleeping dog lie and hope Dallas can come back here. Still early, but not looking so good for my Stars here. So not very happy.
So, fans, we just took a little break between the first and second. Took us a little bit to get back on the pod after that, so sorry about that. But right here in the second period, and oh, my God, just Tampa Bay, just out to those quick starts. Like, last 3 games, quick starts the whole way through. And just Dallas has always had to claw their way back, huh? It's just like the story of this series. But, I mean, they've done it, so I'm not counting them out yet. I'm really not. Like, I think
I'm not counting them out, but, I mean, we did just get a peeper. We got a power play here. So if we could squeeze one out, it's a game. I mean, but you can't go too deep into the second here down 2-0. You got to put some offense on the board and tighten this thing up.
We'll see what happens. I mean, Dallas looks determined. I gotta say, they look like they are a team on fire right now. They're skating around. They want it. What do you think? A goal before the period ends? Go into it 2-1.
That's what I need. I could have a 2-1 Tampa Bay Dallas going into the third. I'll take Scory Perry and Joe Pavelski to bury him in the third.
Then we go to OT, just like we always thought.
Scory Perry, as Kevin Weeks calls him, my man Scory Perry, looking fantastic in game fucking 5. So, I mean, hopefully we can get a Scory Perry performance in the third here in game 6.
One thing I'm just seeing is just, when Dallas goes up the ice, they have 1 guy moving up the ice, 2 guys moving up the ice. You gotta get all 5 guys. Gotta get all 5 guys in the picture a little bit better, Just they're going to have to create a little more havoc if they're going to score a goal here.
I got to tell you, I know you got to eat dinner. The wife wasn't quite done cooking the food in between periods here. So I am starving, and I am starving for a Dallas goal. I am hungry, but I am more hungry for a Dallas Stars goal than I am for dinner. And my wife is a fantastic cook, so that says a lot. The Lamp boys could really use, a win because the losing has been tremendous this playoff season.
Just to remind the fans, we took a Lamp bet, Dallas Stars plus 155, minus 110 to win 170. Still hoping for a Dallas Stars pullout here if they could just grab a goal before the second period ends. And then, if they go in down 1 going into the third period, I think they got all the momentum and all the confidence in the world to go after it. So we'll see how the bet lies with the boys. But like everything else this bubble season, it's been rough, and it's not looking any better for us heading down the stretch.
Hey, Dallas power play here. Can't break out of their own zone to begin it, but I think Heiskanen's going to take care of that for us. I don't know. I mean, we need one here on the peeper. That's for sure. That's for sure. Settle her down, slowing it down on the peeper here. Who's up top? Is that Pavelski up top? Pavelski in the middle up top. Really letting them know that we know Pavelski can make a change here.
Well, they're probably rotating him. I'm sitting in the middle of a commercial timeout watching how people get fidelity investments. So, once we get back into the game here, I'll let you know my thoughts.
Pavelski up top. Ballsy. I like it.
Oh, a little sauce action. Oh, Patty Maroon knocking it right out of the air. Beautiful.
No traffic.
I don't know. I see Sagan to start it up off top. Obviously, Pavelski in center. Big center guy. Winning a lot of faceoffs this whole series.
Wait till you see where he ends up. And he stays for a minute. Very impressive. Ballsy. Why are we Sagan? Why are you shooting from the hash marks on the wall? Yes!
Pavelski scored from there before. Come on, why not? Shoot from everywhere. You look a little stressed out, JG.
Corey Perry with the fucking goaltender interference, dude.
Oh, so no goal, huh?
Living in front of the net.
I told you, he made camp there. He's made base camp.
It wouldn't have been a goal anyway because Vasilevsky kicked it out with his skate. Kiviranta got robbed, but Perry absolutely barrels him. Just buries him. Like no remorse. Like don't give a fuck. Just buries him.
I still got a little bit to go. I got a little bit to go here just because I got a face-off coming up.
Never mind the goaltender interference. Wait till you see the toe save Vasilevsky makes after getting flattened. No goal. Like, he wasn't even – he literally kicked it over the netting.
Heiskanen fires it right into the glove of Vasilevsky.
Right in the glove. No, and with the half-ass tip look for Sagan. Like, wait for traffic, slow her down. The boys need a dirty one to get back in it.
I mean, apparently Corey Perry's trying to make it happen, just barreling over Vasilevsky.
Did you see the toe save, bud?
No, I haven't seen it yet. Well, I think it's coming.
Fucking Vasilevsky.
Oh.
Yeah, big.
Not as much. The toe save was more impressive. I didn't think it was that bad.
It was way more impressive than he barreled him over. I mean, come on, blatantly ass right into the chest. He runs him over. It's not impressing you as much because it's Corey Perry. You're used to it.
I mean, yeah, was his feet totally in the zone? Dude, I gotta say, like, his feet were at the line. They were almost at the line of the crease. Like, that's almost fair game.
Here, Tim, but that's blatant goaltender interference. You run the guy over. You back into the crease with your ass into his chest. You're 6'3", 240. What do you think's gonna happen?
I mean, Joe, when I was on a breakaway, I the puck myself, the goaltender, we'd all go in the net. And guess what? If you all cross the goal line before the goal leaves the pegs, it's a goal.
You and Corey Perry are not even a comparison. So why we're having that conversation is beyond me. Second of all, in today's new NHL, if you went into the net with your body and the puck and took the goalie out into the net, they'd probably call it no goal because we're in the pussification of America. We are all also in the pussification of sports leagues. Things have been getting quite soft in most of the leagues. NHL, the skill has been through the roof, but soft as baby shit.
There was some hard. I don't want to say that too much. Definitely less fighting. There's definitely not nearly as many brawls, fights. Like, I mean, everyone mixes it up, but like, I feel like the scraps last for like 20 seconds, 30 seconds. Like, there's not like a
drop your gloves, grab on, fall down.
Yeah, but like, it's not
there's there's no more Colton Orr versus Todd Fedoruk.
Cam Jansen, 4-minute fight.
Guy's face,
Yeah. like a 4-minute fight, just like something where everyone is just like grab the popcorn, we're settling in. It's
Cam Jansen marathon.
Yeah, exactly. Like something that's just going to go from corner to corner, back up to the blue line. You're going to move around. You're going to see some real estate.
Yeah, and then they're going to go again when they get out of the box. Like that just doesn't happen.
It's just a little bit of a lost art. Maybe it comes back a little bit because I really feel like when you see like these playoffs, like the guys like the Ryan Reeves, like the Tom Wilsons, they're becoming more of a commodity, man. And like like you said, like they aren't a dime a dozen. A fourth line player that scores goals, sits in front of the net, like creates the most immense havoc in a game. I mean,
every team
probably one of the most worthwhile positions on the ice.
Every team in the league wishes that they took Tom Wilson with the 15th overall pick. He's the ultimate first through fourth line utility Swiss knife type player. Scores 25, throws the minutes, can play with Ovechkin, can go play on the fourth line with Nate Schmidt and whoever else he's played with before. But, just different style of play.
Did you see that stat with, what Tampa Bay is on the power play? Just like they're like almost over 50%. Just absolutely incredible. Just like what a stud performance. Like, I mean, that's how you win Stanley Cups. Your power play just performs all the time, right?
Well, did you know that Tampa Bay had this defenseman Chernak that I've been keeping an eye on? This kid's only 23 years old.
No, super young. Yeah.
He's on a rookie contract. I thought he was like a rando.
Dude, when I looked at Zach Whitecloud is signed to a 2-year, $700,000 contract for Vegas, and he stepped up majorly in the playoffs. Like he was all over the place in every game. And you're telling me you're paying him $700,000? That's like almost like entry level contract stuff. It's crazy. But he's also super young kid. But good for Vegas for having like a young stud defenseman in the mix. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. I mean, at that price, I mean, it's kind of like the Bruins did with Connor Clifton. You got 3 years, $3 million, low risk, high reward kind of deal. Oh, shit. They just can't finish Tim.
Vasilevsky wants it. He's a little bit sharper, a little bit hotter, huh?
Yeah, he's been kind of cooled off in this series.
I would definitely say in the last 3 games.
He's been good, but he hasn't been great.
Right, yeah. Like in the last 3 games, he's not standing on his head like he was. Like in every game before that, he had to stand on his head and do everything he could to stop 60 shots, 50 shots a game. And yeah, I don't know what happened. Like the first periods have been rough for him. First and seconds have just not been his start. Sergachev, what a great player. You just see him winning foot battles, making good plays, moving the puck up the ice, just like has his eyes always up, even though a guy's coming right at his face, just like a quarterback in the pocket, right? Like you just don't fear. You take a second, take a breath, make a move, find a guy that's open.
Wow, great hockey, man. Great game. I mean, we need Tampa Bay to score a goal here.
You want Tampa Bay? Tampa Bay would just stick the stake in the heart. We need Dallas to score a goal if we want to win our bet here, guy. Remember, we're rooting for Dallas, not Tampa Bay anymore. You've been sweating over this.
I mean, listen, man, I just after you went against me the other day and we ended up losing, I had no choice but to kind of take the reins tonight, and I'm kind of regretting it, but. Live issues here. I'm down to 3% battery on the computer. Going to have to run up to the office, so I will be back in a short second here.
Don't worry. I'll keep the fans entertained. We got white clams. We got Schwammies, IPAs, some good pizza port brews, little creative can with the guy smoking a hookah beer. But, I mean, what a game so far. I mean, Hedman, you really would have had a little bit more of an impact offensively. Power plays haven't really gotten started that much so far this game. A few shots, few opportunities, but we'll see what can happen. I do have to say this period has been all Tampa. I feel like Dallas really had a lot of the swagger in the first, but I think Tampa's is just looking to not even let Dallas back in this game. And very interesting, just something that we didn't see in the last game. But I know in that third period, everything turned on. And listen, we were up 2 goals, and Dallas came back. So we're not going to count them out, but we're in a commercial break right now. So we'll see what happens. It's great having all you fans on. Hopefully we can get you guys going here with some comments, get some public comments going, hopefully in the future. And then, again, we're going to be coming at you, joining Spotify, joining Apple's podcast, joining Roku TV, joining Apple TV. We're going to be all over the place, but you're going to see the Lightin the Lamp all over the place moving forward into the future. But hopefully you all enjoy, and I can't wait that this is our first Stanley Cup together, but it's great that it is our first Stanley Cup, where in the future we'll look back at our first time, JG and us just being sloppy as fuck on these and not being fully productive, all that shit, and just getting into it. Just saying, JG, isn't it going to be great when we look back in a year from now and it's just like, listen, we did our first Stanley Cup podcast live game, looking back at Game 6 of the Stanley Cup. It's gonna be nice. It's gonna be sentimental,
Oh, it's exciting shit, man.
I told you I wanted to do this live broadcasting for kind of a couple of weeks now. I thought it would be fantastic, and what a game to catch. I mean, Game 6, potentially watching Tampa Bay walk away with the hardware here, up 2-0, 4:28 to go in the second. Their game to lose. Not gonna lie, the wife absolutely made a great meatloaf. Your boy went and dipped in on his way to grab the charger. Some good food being made here in the Jinta house during Game 6 of the Stanley Cup Final. So pretty excited about that also, being such a food guy.
I mean, that was one of the reasons why I'm repping a New York pizza place is just I miss the food from the East Coast, man. I miss it. I miss just that life of just I don't even want to say cheap, but it's just quality everywhere. Like, I don't feel like there's really subpar food anywhere really on the East Coast because it's hard to compete. You just have quality and just like authenticity just like speaks volumes on the East Coast. And I just feel New Jersey is just what a mecca of great food,
I mean, for me, I work in New York City every day. I get the New York City deli treatment. So, you can get anything you want throughout any point of the day, any bodega. You run inside, you grab a grilled cheese, a bacon, egg, and cheese on a roll. I mean, a New York classic. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
Did you ship out the Taylor ham?
Taylor ham is in process. I have to go to a different bagel store for you tomorrow. The one by me didn't have it. I got the one in Old Bridge. Got it for you. So tomorrow you will have a half a dozen bagels and a slab of Taylor ham, as you call it. We like to call it pork roll here at the Jersey Shore. Not a Taylor ham guy, but I will be sending you a nice roll of pork roll and a half a dozen bagels very shortly.
It's the same thing. John Taylor
invented. You can call it whatever you want.
Pork roll.
Jersey Shore, it's pork roll, egg, and cheese. You go in Wawa, it's pork roll, egg, and cheese. You go in the bagel store, it's pork roll, egg, and cheese. It's not. Taylor ham is a Canadian thing. Like, can I get Canadian bacon, please?
Nah, get the fuck out of here. Taylor ham. John Taylor was a pioneer, and he was a stud.
He was a blacksmith. We know. He was a legend. He made the pork roll. I get it.
He made the pork roll. So you just give him a shout out,
It's, it's pork roll, though. Let's be honest. It's pork roll. I will get you a pound of pork. I'm actually sending you, the slab is about 2.3 pounds, so you're getting a little extra, but you're getting the 2.3 pound slab, and I'll get you a half dozen. I get you, what do you want? Three everything, 3 egg, 3 everything, 3 plain.
Yeah, mix it up for us. We love all the bagels out here.
All right, we'll get you 2 pumpernickel, 2 everything, 2 plain, something like that. How's that sound?
Oh yeah, that sounds incredible.
Nice big doughy New York bagels, because I know you ain't getting that in Cali. I ate at the bagel spot by you. Best bagels they got in Cali is Manhattan Bagel, and they're like this big.
I gotta say, shout out to Bomb Bagels, Coastal Cooking, West Bishop, just firing up some.
Well, that's homemade. Like, so I don't. That Wes is a cook. homemade stuff. That doesn't surprise me so much. It's not being able to go into a store in a state where so many people have moved to from here and get a real deal fucking bagel. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I went into San Francisco and I said to my friend, we could become millionaires on bagels.
Just with a bagel shop. A bagel shop.
Straight up New York bagels. I could have my dad ship us an 18-wheeler full of water once a month. New York Hudson, the best East River water, right out of the Fulton Street Fish Market, South Street.
Few bodies just pass through it, you know, just
a lot of things you probably wouldn't want to know about passing through it. But I mean, boy, does the water do everything for the pizza and the bagels. Let's be honest.
Oh, without a doubt, I do.
California's water does not even shine New York water.
Yeah, I gotta say, but he made a French onion bagel. He's made a couple just wild bagels that are just a little bit more out there.
They're top notch. That's a 5-star. I'm talking about a good old fashioned
ham, egg and cheese,
heavy dough bagel with 2 eggs on it, 3 or 4 slices of fucking pork roll, 2 or 3 slices of fucking American yellow cheese, just dripping off of the bagel all over your fucking shorts, your sweatshirt, the fucking ketchup on the side of your lip. You know what I'm talking about. You don't get that experience anywhere but New Jersey, New York.
No, honestly, just like how sad it is, how many places you can't go outside of New Jersey just to get meat sliced for you. It's kind of just.
If we were smart, we should have friends with money. We should get investors and just open the world's best pizzeria and the world's best bagel shop in California. I mean, we could easily do it. It could be done.
Let's go. Little Yanni Gord mixing it up, throwing some mitts, Radulov. You got Pavelski around him. You got all the boys around. Let's go.
I don't know about you, Mr. Beer Dola, but your boy is buzzing. I've been sucking him back since about 2 o'clock. You know, I'm about to get into a little trouble here. The wife's not going to be so happy, but I'm breaking out the wits. I'm going to drop a little lemonade on top. That's my mixture of choice here. Just showing you guys way too much love, but we do love you, Spittin' Chicklets. I mean, kind of my inspiration for jumping into this podcast with Timmy was the fact that I was a complete fanboy of Spittin' Chicklets. So when he brought it up, I was like, wow, my own opportunity to kind of do something good for the hockey community and talk a bunch of shit. So Spittin' Chicklets, thank you for the ideas and the opportunity to jump in this game. We love you.
You know,
fuck down some wits for you.
The Chicklets are the Godfather, right? They're the Godfather, the name household brand, and you know we pay homage to those boys because not only did they sacrifice and pay the blood on the gridiron, on the ice in the NHL, but you know they're just producing great hockey content, bringing love to the sport. And for us, you know, to
hockey alcohol. Like think about if we were playing juniors or you were in college and you had an alcohol bottle with a hockey helmet on it. How many of these would you have consumed at U of Illinois? I mean, just putting pleasure in the game for the boys. Like all the hockey boys, they come home from the rink and the first thing they're doing is we got to go get 6 bottles of Pink Whitney and we're going to get crushed tonight and we're going to bang all the girls at the school. Like that's the plan. And although the plan probably doesn't work because we're men and shit doesn't always pan out the way we want it to, you just got this experience in a bottle. Like this is meant for the hockey man. Like you got to respect this.
Dude, I drank a purple can of beer 30, and I drank it just because the motto said any time is a good time. And that was the most heinous, shittiest beer I've ever had. And that's even like, you remember Red Dog, like that Mad Dog, that freaking Red Bulldog.
Remember the Mad Dog 2020 bottles with the orange juice in them?
MD 2020 is a treasure, sir. Don't you dare speak ill of Blue Razzmatazz MD 2020.
Oh, I'm talking an orange bottle. The Blue Razzmatazz was good.
The Blue Razzmatazz is a treasure.
We couldn't afford the Hypnotic, the real stuff, so we got the MD 2020, the original, $7.99 a liter. Can't beat it.
$7.99, dude. I was getting it for $1.50 in Illinois for 2 of them. $1.50 for a liter of MD 2020. I got it.
Are we going to have the MD 2020s on the next episode? Free ad reads for MD 2020. I'll barrel a liter of MD 2020.
Dude, Jenny might be finding me in the closet the next morning because that's what happened the last time I did Edward 40 hands with some Edward MD 2020s without eating something. I woke up just in the closet, just, in the laundry basket the next morning, just head in the lap. So I don't know if I'm into that. Maybe I'll just continue chugging the 24, 25 tall boys.
And my wife, Alex, are just going to have to just get used to the fact that this podcast is returning their husbands into booze hounds. I mean, I haven't drank this much in I couldn't tell you how many years. I mean, a couple times a week, getting half in the bag here to get on the pod with the boys and have a night. I gotta tell you, I'm enjoying it. I
gotta say, it's good because I'm going. I'm supposed to be going on that trip to the British Virgin Islands where we sail around for 10 days, and I haven't drank 10 days in a row in maybe 2 years. So that's gonna be an Everest to climb, just with the liver, with the body.
Yeah, no issues.
A little bit,
We've been priming. You're gonna have no issues. I know you pretty well. You're a lucky guy. At the end of the month, I'll be headed out myself to going to see the grandmother in Florida, and actually considering picking up an acre of land up in San Isidro outside Capos, Costa Rica. Going to, bunker up with all the political warfare going on in America here. Just going to get myself a little safety option just in case things go south. Place to run.
Just the 20-minute exit plan. Just
for the number, with the way the economy is down there and right now with COVID and everything, obviously not a big joke, but numbers are down huge. I mean, I can get an acre for under $3,000. I mean, let's be honest, if I'm feeling it, I'll bet $3,000 on a game. So why not buy an acre of land in Costa Rica?
All of us could only hope for something as grand as a house in Costa Rica, but JG.
I mean, there's no house on it. I'm going to have to build the house, but we're going to start with the land. So I mean, why not? I'm going to get down there while you're in the BVI. I'll be cruising around Manuel Antonio, one of the greatest national parks in the world. Absolute beauty of a place. A bunch of monkeys on the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico and the Pacific. It all meets in one spot. Just an incredible abomination of oceans meeting each other and fucking rainforest and just an incredible place. And the piece of property is only about a half hour out, Tim. So, I mean, just a great piece of land in the middle of the mountains. Just something to say I own. Why not? Get a little vacation in, suck down a couple Imperials for the boys.
The Imperials. Yeah.
A couple of, just a grand old trip.
Dude, we're into the second intermission here. Little goal scoring shot for Tyler Johnson right at the end of the period there, standing right in front of the net, but Tampa Bay going into the third period up 2. I mean, again, I wouldn't count Dallas out. 2 goals is the worst league in hockey. So Dallas gets 1 early in this period. I'm very weary to count them out at this point. I think Dallas always has a shot, and I think there's going to be a lot of conversation.
Anything can happen, but I'm almost thinking we're going to see a couple wasted here tonight. 2-0 headed into the third. It's Dallas. It's Tampa Bay's game to lose. Bottom line.
Is your hot take standing? If Dallas pulls this out and wins this game, does Dallas win the cup? Is that the hot take?
Yes, absolutely. Yes.
All right, Joe G.
Can bury 2 here in the third and maybe squeeze one out in overtime. I think you're looking at a Dallas Star Stanley Cup. I don't think Tampa Bay could return from that. So that's my opinion. I mean, it could very well not be true. Dallas could win tonight, and Tampa Bay could come out and score 6 in the first period in 2 nights. So, I don't know. But for me, if Dallas wins tonight, I don't see Tampa Bay coming back from that punch in the heart. I just don't see it.
I just think that the momentum in the locker room in Dallas, how do you not overcome that? Just come in just with a head of steam, winning 2 games, down from 3-1. You're looking at just a 1v1 mano-a-mano matchup. I just think that, I don't know, I've never been in that position before, but I mean, us just thinking back to even our days back at Wildcats last season together, looking at the end of playoffs, we were just we're not going to lose. We're done. We're done losing. We're turning it on. We're flipping a switch. We're winning hockey games. So I don't know. I think Tampa's in that way, but can Dallas flip that switch? It's going to be an interesting third period.
Here, I mean, what I think you're going to see is here. I think Dallas has that veteran leadership. I mean, I think Tampa will be holding off. If they're going to win tonight, they'll be holding off an onslaught from Dallas because I just don't see how Corey Perry and Joe Pavelski don't walk in the locker room right this second and look at the boys and say, this is it. We have 0 to lose. We lay it all on the line. 20 minutes. We either score 2 goals and we go to overtime, or we go the fuck home and the bubble's over and we wasted this opportunity. So I think you're going to see a supercharged veteran group come out here in the third and really fucking get after it, because what do you have to lose? You're a Corey Perry, you're a Joe Pavelski, probably going to retire in the next season or two here. If not no hot takes, nothing like that. But I mean, let's be honest, most likely in the next 3 seasons, both of these guys won't be in the NHL anymore. I think you got a couple of guys that are just saying, hey, fuck it. We got to go out there and just give it everything. We're going to put everything on the net. We're going to block every shot. We're going to lay it on the line, and whatever happens, happens. We got 20 minutes.
I would say that if I was, I know you said 3 years, but I think Joe Pavelski and Corey Perry just both extended their tenure in the NHL another 3 to 4 years, just from how they played in this playoff specifically, and just how they've seen how much of a playoff impact. And you know what? Even if Pavelski, I mean, Perry might not be a line 2, line 3 member, but you're seeing every bit he can hit. He'll be in front of the net. He could be that Pat Maroon at line 3, line 4 in 2-3 years, where he's just causing havoc, getting maybe 1 year, 2-3 year contracts, still chasing the cup. But I mean, he could definitely be a loner. And I think Pavelski's proven that he has still some tread on those tires. He's
got 2 years left on his deal with Dallas. I mean, this is only his first year there. He signed a 3-year deal, so he isn't going anywhere. What I'm saying is they're in the latter 3/4 of their career, and you're looking at a couple of guys that would rather break their leg and never come back and win the cup in the next 2 games than lose tonight. So for me, I think you're going to see a supercharged veteran group come out in this third and really give everything they got, whether they tie it up or they lose 2-1, 3-1. I think you're going to see an incredible finish here in the third period.
You got Blake Coleman with the goal, the second goal.
And like you just said, I mean, Corey Perry could potentially be that Maroon coming up. Maroon is in front of the cage on the play. He's headed to the net. He's in a straight lane going for the cage, headed to the blue paint, where he always is, causing havoc and a part of the play. So, maybe Corey Perry can kind of bring that Pat Maroon presence with him anywhere he does decide to go after this, or if he decides to stay in Dallas. But, I mean, for me, I think, like I said, you're going to see a supercharged veteran group come out here and really try and grab this team back.
Can you imagine what it's been like for Pat Maroon? Pat Maroon, on his entire career spent in Anaheim, pretty long tenured player there, gets traded to the St. Louis Blues, wins a Stanley Cup, gets traded to Tampa Bay, and now about to win a second Stanley Cup with a different team 2 years in a row. Just
he scored 27 goals in Edmonton.
Oh my God. Really? I didn't even know he went from Anaheim to Edmonton first. And then he went over to St. Louis and to Tampa Bay.
Right now, he started his NHL career. So here we'll give you a little background on Patty Maroon, just an absolute St. Louis guy from St. Louis. Plays St. Louis AAA Blues 16U. Plays St. Louis AAA. Plays St. Louis AAA Blues 18U. Has 25 points in 30 games. Heads to the NA. Plays for the Texarkana Bandits, who eventually turned into the St. Louis Bandits. He has 60 points in 57 games. He heads into St. Louis, 95 points in 57 games in his hometown NA team. Then from there, London Knights swoop in, Howard Chuck's Savages. Swoop my man up, and he's got 90 points in 64 OHL games. Straight to the Philadelphia Phantoms. Signs a deal with the Flyers. Does pretty well in the A. 23 goals, 31 assists, 54 points in 80 games.
He play for the Flyers, though? I don't think he ever touches.
Never did. Listen, I'm getting there. Plays 2 full seasons in the Adirondack system. Has 54 and 80, 44 and 67. and he starts the 2010 season in the AHL with Adirondack. He's got 8 points in 9 games, 5 goals, 3 assists. Gets traded to the Syracuse Crunch, has 48 and 57, plays his first 2 NHL games, and plays in the AHL again the following season. He's got 74 and 75, and then he heads to the NHL. Splits a season.
For Anaheim, though, right?
Yeah, it's Anaheim. Syracuse was Anaheim's affiliate, and it turned into Norfolk. But he stays in Anaheim for, here you go, what do you got? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got 4 full seasons with Anaheim before he gets traded to the Edmonton Oilers, where he goes from 56 games, 4 goals, 9 assists, 13 points. And he heads to Edmonton. He has 16 games played, 8 goals, 6 assists, 14 points.
He only had 18 games with Edmonton. Short little stint?
No, 16. Then he played 81 the following season.
Okay.
Had 27 goals, 15 assists, 42 points. Plays 57 the following season, has 14 goals, 16 assists, 30 points. Then gets traded to the New Jersey Devils midseason.
I didn't even know he went to the Devils. What? No way. Interesting.
3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points in 17 games for the Devs. And then gets traded to the Blues, where he wins a cup, 10 goals, 18 assists, 28 points.
Went to the Devils and then was a loaner from the Devils to the Blues, probably.
He was actually a loaner from Edmonton to the Devils, and then his contract ran out, and he signed with the Blues as on a 1-year deal.
Oh shit! And then 1 year,
he was a loaner. He went to the playoffs with the Devils, 5 games, had a goal. They got knocked out in 5.
But you're telling me still, like, look at that journey, right? Like, I mean, did he win a cup in Anaheim? I don't know if it was that far back. I think he went all the way back.
He was at the London Knights when he was actually at the St. Louis Bandits in the NHL, in the NAHL when Anaheim won the cup. He had 95 points in 57 games, 40 goals, 55 assists, 152 PIMs. Playoffs, 10 goals, 13 assists, 23 points, 12 games played.
When Jiggy Jaguar was being an absolute legend that year for the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. What an absolute incredible run that team had, too. And Perry being on that team with Getzlaff and a bunch of great freaking names, huh?
Yep, he's a Stanley Cup champion and an NAHL Robertson Cup champion, 06-07. The year he had 95 points and 23 and 12 in the playoffs. Wow. NAHL all-rookie first team, 05-06. OHL most assists by a rookie, 55. OHL most points by a rookie, 90 in 07-08. Just some accolades for Patty Maroon you don't even realize.
And to think he's now a fourth line player for Tampa Bay, just really a guy that mixes it up and just creates havoc, creates goals, and exactly what we said, that Swiss Army knife. And how many teams actually have someone like that has been this dangerous his entire career, but being on more of a low line. And then you have Blake Coleman, and then you have Yanni Gord, and it's all on line 3 and line 4, which is like, are you kidding me? Just like Tampa Bay. Oh my God.
He's on a 1-year deal. If I'm the Rangers, I swoop right in there. 1 year, $2.5 million, throw him on the 4th.
100%. 100%. Like, why not?
Now that you cleared the cap space, take the veteran leadership. I'll give him 2 years. 2 years, $1.9 million a year, 3.8 total. Sign me up tomorrow. Put him on the 4th line.
But that's what I said. I think, you have Pat Maroon, you have Corey Perry, you have Pavelski, you have all these guys. Like, they are extending their tenure in the NHL for another 3, 4, 5 years because they're dangerous. They're all dangerous. And as long as they don't lose a step, look at these guys. They're literally changing the games for their teams. I mean, I got to say, Sagan already has a cup, but, I think if Dallas loses, he's going to be the one on the team kicking himself more so than anybody, right? And it's just because, he's on 13 games without a goal now. I mean, had 5 assists in the last 2 games, but, that only holds up so much. I mean, we could sing your praises for creating plays, but you got to put one in here. If you're going to lose, you got to put one in. You got to figure out a way,
Shattenkirk with fucking 13 points in the playoffs.
Yeah, where was that on the Rangers? No offense, Shaddy. We love you.
3 goals, 10 assists, 13 points, plus 8.
Dude, I'm so happy that I think his career is revitalized as well. Just being
listen, his regular season stats, other than the fact that he went from -15 to +22 because of the team he was on. I mean, he had 2 goals, 26 assists, 28 points last season. He had 8 goals, 26 assists, 34 points this season. He wasn't that far removed. I mean,
yeah, but the thing is look at how much more dangerous your team is. Look at who your partner is Ryan McDonough as a 5 and 6. Look at who you have you have Sergachev, you have freaking Hedman. Look at your team. Like, if you're not scoring more points on one of the best teams in the NHL than you were on the Rangers,
I don't know what you're doing. Score many more points. Like, he only had 8 more points. He had 6 more goals. He actually had 6 more points. He had 6 more goals. That was all he had extra. He had the same exact stats.
But playoffs is different, right? Like,
Yeah,
we didn't get to
true.
playoffs, and we never really got to see him take hold. But it almost reminds me of Keith Yandel, right? Keith Yandel's come on in the last few seasons as a stud again, and when he was with the Rangers, it was fair, and before that he was a stud. He was great, he was all right, and then now he's great again. Maybe that's the same deal with Shattenkirk, where a little bit more of a sporting cast, it just allows them to shine a little bit more. But good for him. Hopefully him and McDonough both have the name on the cup soon enough here, right?
I'm ready for the third period to get ripping here. Basically, I'm just having a hard time waiting because I'm ready to see maybe a cup come out or maybe a big time comeback.
I can't believe that. Like, I gotta say, like, I feel like every other year when we're watching a Stanley Cup, they're shining it, they're polishing it, they're showing it to you. They're like, "It's tonight the night. It's tonight the night." Have you seen the cup yet? I'm not. They usually every commercial show the cup, and are they just hiding it for a reason? What's going on? Did someone steal the cup? What's happened? Because I want to see that puppy. I want to see that baby. Everyone wants to see it.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to watch the game now. It doesn't seem like it's going to start anytime soon, though.
Wow, look at a picture of Blake Coleman rocking the Dallas Stars jersey early. One of the guys putting the knife in their chest. Incredible.
Studley.
How you doing on Burskies over there, JG? Are they running out? They're running out.
I'm out of all of my claws and brewskis. I'm half in the bag, and I am going to make myself a Pink Whitney right now as we speak. So I'll be right back.
We got to both grab beers. All fans, you got to chill. We're going to come back. You got to wait for us to make this happen.
Force for stories. Force for screams. Force for feasting and foraging. Come on, let us floor you at Lowe's with new on-trend styles, lighting, and decor. Choose your style, get it installed for the holidays.
Funny how we all been checking if we just trying to work it out, trying to fix it somehow.
The Stanley Cup Final on NBC is brought to you by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. Okay. Built for the
I loved it when you were.
All right, fans. We are back with claws, with Schwammies, with Sal's T-shirts, with the Kraken hat, and we are back with Stanley Cup action, Game 6, 2020, Lightin the Lamp, and it's an exciting time, fans. 21 was my favorite number growing up, 21th episode, and we might see the Stanley Cup on Lightin the Lamp, episode 21. We might have to play it in the Mega Millions soon enough, me and Heat and JG, because obviously all our other gambling just ain't working out. I see Alex in the background, looking beautiful, looking great. JG coming back.
He's buzzing right now. That's okay, honey. You can be in your pajamas. You're one of the Lamp boys. We love you.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. We went and we grabbed our own claws. We had to get going
having
after.
a pink wit Arnold Palmer. So cheers to
There
me.
you go.
Little tapped it off, full glass of wit on ice with a little tap of yellow lemonade and a little tap of Arizona iced tea to clear her off. And here we are. We're gonna get buzzing here and maybe see some fucking hardware. Even if we lose another bet, I'd be just as happy to see the silver come out tonight. So
I gotta say, JG, do you know that we're like 10 days away from drafting Alexi Lafreniere? We're gonna be rocking the Blues. We should be live. We're gonna be live that day too. I think we go live broadcast for the first time, for the draft on YouTube, on Facebook. We live stream
we're
it.
real live, not like live what we're doing right. Like we're doing live right now, but we're gonna let the fans know well in advance. Within the 7 days of the show, we're gonna be posting every day.
And we're gonna be live.
We're gonna let you guys know, and the boys are really gonna get after it drinking wise, because if you thought I was screaming when I found out we got the first overall pick, when they actually take the man, I'm gonna lose my mind. So it'll be a little entertainment for the fans, just a little more content that I put out there for you. As Timmy likes to call me, the superstar of the show. I disagree. I think Timmy kind of pulls the weight here for me, but he's a humble man, so we'll let him pretend.
I do some back end behind the scenes work, but you are our on camera star, so it's all good. We all fill a role, and that's what we used to do on the ice too. You gotta have different talents to make the dream work, and I think
I'm out there playing men's league roller hockey, and I'm filling the probably only defensive defenseman on the team. Everybody else wants to skate to the fucking crease. I don't blame them. It's men's league. Everybody wants to score the goals. I do too. I mean, the other night I had a couple apples. We had a 4-4 tie, but I still I find myself adjusting to the role needed, and I just go and do it, and it doesn't bother me at all. I don't need to score. It just I'm so used to playing in that team environment that to me playing good team defense is just as good as scoring a goal.
Listen, I'm with you because, I was a forward all my life, and then all of a sudden I get to men's league hockey, and now I'm a defenseman because I have 4 guys on my hockey team that are all faster than me, which is scary because I was usually the fastest guy on the ice. Faster, taller, and can shoot harder than me, but I know how to shut down a blue line like nobody else, kind of like you. And honestly, I like to be the master and commander. I get to be the quarterback. I get to stop the play, get the puck, and then move it up how as I see. When you got some other guys stealing the show, you don't get to have the puck as much. I know
what happened to me when I got to junior. I kind of got to a couple of teams where the coach was like, "You're a 4-5 defenseman, maybe a second power play unit guy, like 30 seconds on the power play." And I got to be honest, when things get rough, we're gonna throw you on the 4th line. You're gonna play defensive 4th line hockey and go out there and bang. And it never bothered me because I like to fight. I like to block shots. I like to chip a puck off the glass and get it out. The simple things in the game are what made my game, so I appreciate them a little more than most. But you watch some of the shit these guys do, and even the simple shit, they do it so good that it's just, like you watch just the chips off the glass and where they chip the puck to, the angles they take to chip the puck. There's always something being thought about 30 seconds before the play happens. Like when they have an idea they're going to chip the puck, they're thinking about who's going to cut across the middle so I could chip it off the glass and they could walk into the pass. It's just the game it's really moved forward in the mind aspect of things.
When you watch an NHL game, the board play moves at 1,000 times the rate at any other. Because when you see it come off the boards, even if it's a bouncing puck, an NHL player will knock it down quick, settle it, and pass it. Or he'll just get it, move it, or kick it out to his feet. The board play is almost immaculate.
It's crisp as the tape-to-tape passing, and that's what I'm trying to get at. The board play, I always love that. I always love that part of the game, but you see the way these guys play the boards, it's almost like they're making a tape-to-tape pass. A guy like Seguin will make a chip pass off the boards, and it's fucking tape-to-tape, and you're on a 2-on-1.
But in our league, when someone would, bounce it would be the wrong angle. It'd be the wrong pass. It's flubbing off your stick. You're trying to settle it for a second.
We're talking about Junior C in the NHL, Tim. These guys are and especially today's game. I mean, the NHL back
a skill. Epitome of skill.
15, 20 years ago, a fourth liner in the NHL couldn't skate half as good as you or me. Today, a fourth liner in the NHL, I could have never got on the ice with one of them because they were a first liner 10, 15 years ago. I think the skill has progressed in a way that I talk shit about the pussification, but the skill has progressed so much that, it's just.
Well, it's almost that. It's just like all the guys that were meant to be bruisers, they can't even keep up with the speed of the game.
There's been a few that have adjusted to the game. Like Tom Wilson got to see the end of the fighting era, and he kind of didn't have to fight the Colton Orrs and all that, but he was around it, and he kind of watched and realized like that game is gone, and I'm not going to make a living going toe-to-toe with Colton Orr. I'm going to make a living putting 15 goals, 25 assists up, and having 7 or 8 fights a season. And you're seeing these fighters progress now. Ryan Reeves scores 10 goals, scores 5 in the playoffs. Tom Wilson puts up 20 goals, scores 10 in the playoffs. He defends Ovechkin. He defends Backstrom.
Listen, Colton Orr was probably one of the worst skating hockey players we've ever seen. But
that's what I'm comparing. I'm telling you, the fourth line now, a guy like Ryan Reeves he would have been a top 9 guy 10, 12 years ago.
Yeah, I agree.
Ryan Reeves is a fourth liner that is barely making it along in the league, and he still scored 10 goals this year.
Well, I do think that there was a time in this league, and I do think that for the last 6 years, you saw a lot more of that skill come in because we saw like a guy like, Patty Kane or like a few other just smaller guys, Jack Eichel, even though Jack Eichel's like still 6'2". Dude, like these were small guys. Like Eichel looked like a 10-year-old when he was drafted, and he's become a man in the league for a while, and he's a stud now. But look at Jack Quinn and look at Jack Hughes this year. Like Jack Hughes looked like a child out there, but I bet you in 5 years he's going to put on the muscle mass to just.
Oh man, look at Kakko. Kakko was supposedly a man compared to Jack Hughes, and you could see the puck battle
around. Yeah,
puck battles, all that stuff is where his game lacked. I mean, if you put him in open ice with the puck, he was as good as anybody else on the ice, including Mika Zibanejad and Panarin. But as soon as you got him in those tight spaces where he didn't know how to battle his way out, he got bounced off the puck. He got overpowered. He's a kid. He's not there yet. I mean, he showed you plenty of highlights and flash plays. And look, a guy like Kravtsov has been struggling, and we decided to let him go play a full season in the K, and he's a point a game. He's got 7 points in 7 games right now.
So
what I mean? It's a process, and that's the problem with drafting. Like the Rangers lucked out so big this year because Lafreniere is an 18-month project, not a 3 to 5 season project. You're talking about a guy like Nico Hischier, a guy like Jack Hughes, a guy like Kakko, a guy like Nolan Patrick. Those are all top 2 draft picks. Those guys are 5-year projects. Nolan Patrick isn't scoring 40 goals for another 2 seasons, maybe more, and he's been in the league 2 years already.
Okay, look at the Islanders. What did we talk about the Islanders? Bavilier. 4 or 5 years they've been in the league now, and they're hitting their immense fashion.
Barzal stepped it up a while back, but Beauvillier shows you that is the 5. You're the 5. If you're drafted outside the top 5, it's a 3 to 5 year plan.
And fans just got to get used to that. I just feel like that, that's the one thing that separates this sport, like hockey, from anything like basketball, from football. It's the immediate impact, because I feel like fans just want that immediate, we drafted our franchise quarterback or the franchise running back or the safety of our generation, right?
The Giants got their franchise QB and Danny Jones. They suck. He's not going to make them win a Super Bowl. The Giants stink. Danny Jones is a stud. They are going to build around Danny Jones over the next 4 or 5 years.
The next 5 years, right? And you'll get there. Right?
It's not a 2-year thing. I mean, you look at the Rangers. They wrote the letter in 2018. You're headed for 2021, and you're still a year or 2 away from winning a cup, and we're 3 years into the rebuild. It's a 5-year process. Bottom line.
And, whatever people want, no matter if you're an 18-year-old stud, having an Ovechkin or having a Crosby is very few and far between of someone that's going to come out and have a 100-point season. I think that's almost gone from just hockey at this point, where it's just you're going to see like 100-point a year rookie come into, just break records. I just feel like the league is getting too skilled to really allow that. I mean, what did Crosby and Ovechkin do their first 2 seasons? Like 110, 120-point seasons? Like, I mean, for a rookie to do that now, like they're doing what? Like, what did Quinn, what did all them do? 65, 68, 70 points? Like, that was basically it, right?
Yeah. What did McDavid have? Like 80-something?
I gotta say, but that's a studly performance. Like to do, I think, I'm pretty sure it was 110 points between Crosby and Ovechkin. It was like 108 to 110. It was like 2 rookies that came into the show a year apart and both blew it up in just obscene fashion. I guess Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid did the same thing. I guess we're still seeing that a little bit, but I still feel like these guys are a dime a dozen. It's very hard for one player to transform a hockey club. It really is.
Oh, it's almost impossible. I mean, I'm pulling up your stats right now. I want to back this up here, but
I don't think I'm far off. I mean, I talk a lot of shit sometimes.
Yeah, you're a Sidney Crosby rookie year. I actually got to see him play this season. First, the Philadelphia Flyers in Wells Fargo. I watched Donald Brashear punch Sidney Crosby square in his face. I watched Sidney Crosby score 3 goals, 2 in regulation and a 3rd in overtime en route to a 3-2 overtime victory his rookie year. And, yes, he had 102 points, 110 penalty minutes, -1, 81 games played, 39 goals, 63 assists for Sidney Crosby his rookie year.
What was Ovechkin that year? It's probably
right now.
And I'm just saying, man, I mean, you had Austin Matthews and Connor McDavid that was like the Ovechkin and the Crosby. And I still would say they still are, just without the hardware at this point, right? But it's
yeah, you're right. You're both guys. You're looking at Ovechkin was 52, 54, 106, 81 games played, 52 PIMs +2.
I wasn't far off. I said 110 and 102.
105 and 110. They were 102 and 106.
I wasn't too far off. I knew that the second they both came into the league, it was just on fire. It was literally on fire with those two, and not all the time do you see that in a draft class. And, I do believe maybe with Lafreniere, the Rangers might see that finally. We might see that 1 year.
I think you're going to see a rookie that has the potential to put up between 60 and 80 in a Lafreniere. He seems ready.
But 60 and 80, 100 and 102 and 108.
I don't care. As a Ranger fan, I'll take an 8-point rookie season any day of the motherfucking week. I don't care what pick you were.
No, I know, but what you're saying is still that is a number 1 draft pick year, 80 points. To do 102 or to do 110 as a rookie or 108 is absolutely fucking ridiculous, right? It's hard to do. It's hard to do. I mean, Leon Draisaitl had one.
But let's just take a look. The year that Ovechkin and Crosby put up 106 and 102. Joe Thornton has 96 assists, 125 points. He wins the Hart Memorial Trophy. He's the points leader and the assist leader for the NHL.
15 plus years ago, still in the league. Joe Thornton
96 assists, Tim.
That's ridiculous.
Jonathan Chichu was the NHL goal leader at 56 goals.
Jonathan Chichu. I haven't heard that name in maybe a decade as well.
Since 0506. And the penalty minute leader for the year, Sean Avery, Los Angeles Kings, 257.
Oh, you got to love that. What was he on the Rangers in the next 2 years?
I'm going to take a one too many drink break here. I'll be back in 2. Breaking the seal.
I hate that I can hear the game on in your background, but I'm on a commercial. It's the worst thing ever just because I know the action is happening and I just can't do anything about it. It's just terrible that this Pacific Coast is plagued with nothing but late feeds from everything else in this world. So, fans, if you didn't know, I'm on the West Coast. JG's on the East Coast. Both boys from the East Coast. Love it. Lived it. We were born and bred in Jersey, but just at this point, living that Cali Gold Coast lifestyle, and I don't think I'm ever leaving it. But God damn, Gurianov with what a hell of a shot block from Victor Hedman. Puts the ankle out, and he is in pain. He is grabbing the foot. And no shit, like that shot probably had to be 90 miles an hour right to the back of the freaking ball of your foot. You have to put pressure on that for the rest of the game. Good luck, buddy. Gurianov, another guy that had a big-time goal for a game winner in OT, not this series, but the series before against the Vegas Golden Knights. And a guy that's really had a really good Stanley Cup and just bubble series just the entire time in Stanley Cup playoffs. He's shown up, and I got to say, been a great revitalization or just like kind of great shock to the heart in that third and fourth line in Dallas. So Dallas has got to get it going, though. Dallas hasn't really gotten the swagger back. 10 shots throughout the whole game. Just Tampa Bay, 25 to 10 shots. I can't even believe Vasilevsky's sweating off 10 shots. Like, what are you sweating from how hot your equipment is? I don't even know. Have you been even moving? I mean, Kiva Ranta, I'm even looking at him. Guy doesn't even look like he's sweating. Kid needs to get going here.
These fucking Dallas Stars can't tire up.
Dude, 10 shots on goal through the whole game. We're at 12 and a half minutes left in the third period. Like, you have 10 shots on goal. Like, I don't know what you say in that locker room. Just throw everything at the net. Like, Vasilevsky at this point must be sleeping. He's cooking hot dogs. He's he's just waiting for the Stanley Cup to come to him because no one's even putting a puck on him.
Wow. Kudobin's battling out here.
Yeah, Kudobin has to shut out 25 shots.
Man, I just got to fix myself up another double here. I mean, if we're going to watch the hardware get raised, we're going to need them full. So
Dallas really needs to get going here. There you go. Make Vasilevsky turn away some shots. Throw some body. Let's go. Got 10 shots. Got 2 more shots. 2-on-1. Here we go. Patty Maroon with the clapper. And Kudobin just wraps it up with 92 again. You told me who 92 was, but I didn't remember who 92 was.
Volkov. He's a stud.
Going to the net. Honestly, Patty Maroon had him back door. Wow. Couple nice tips in front of the net from Dallas, actually. They got 3 shots on net in the last minute. Like, they got to keep up that pace just because they got 3 shots in 45 seconds. They haven't done shit all game comparatively to that. They're going to need to start testing Vasi right here, right now, if they want to do anything. Jesus.
I got to say, great job holding down the fort while I make drinks and I break the seal. It's been a long broadcast here. Got a lot of drinks down, and the seal is broken. But, I mean, Dallas is buzzing. Couple shots in the last minute and a half here. I think it's time. I think we got to bury one here. We got to make it a game, no?
Or do you bet live Tampa? Just bet 2,000 on Tampa live just to make back the money,
I mean, we can. Should I check out the odds?
The odds are probably dog shit, but I bet you if you bet, $5,000, you could probably make back your money.
$5,000, and we make 500. I'd be happy.
That's what I mean. You bet $1,000, you might make back your money and then some, right? But you got to bet heavy. You got to go for it.
Look, I think it's the Stanley Cup Game 6, and I think we get after it. And I think we're live with the fans. We're buzzing. Maybe we take
Dallas has gotten 5 shots in the last 2 minutes. Like, let's go, Dallas. Get a bit more going here.
waiting until minute 7. If they score a goal before minute 7, I'm not betting Tampa live.
Let's go. Let's go. Wow.
Oh! God damn it. That was the opportunity. You know, you're going to see it shortly, but fuck. That was it.
Dallas just can't put it away, huh?
Listen, my as mad as I should be that I didn't take Tampa Bay because I'm an asshole, you know, my series prediction is going to come true. So,
no, you said that Tampa.
I
said Tampa in 6, so I'm right.
You sure about that? We might have to go fact check that.
I'm 1,000% sure on that because you said Dallas is going to stick around and be a pest till Game 7, and you said before it that 2020 is going to end on a Game 7.
Yeah, you're right. Fuck you.
So I said Game 6, so I don't mind on that. But yeah, I mean, we're still losing some money. It is what it is.
I mean, dude, we've done nothing but lose money all playoffs. What's the difference?
What's the difference? We're fine. We're fine. We're still employed. We're all good.
7 minutes left here. We're watching the hardware go out tonight, so I'm probably gonna eat a foot in the mouth here. I abused Tim for a week after I wanted to lay 1,000 on Tampa, and should have followed Timmy Boy tonight and laid about 500 on Tampa minus 170.
I'm not allowed to speak because literally before we even placed that bet on Dallas the other night, I said to you, Tampa Bay throughout the entire bubble has never lost 2 games in a row.
Back to that. I couldn't go with it tonight.
I said it that game, and then I went against myself, and then I said it this game, and just hey man, I said let's play the hot hand. I gave you the green light because I was just like, listen, you were right.
At the end of the day, this is hockey, Tim. We're 7 minutes. Dallas has 9 second, third period shots. Tampa Bay has 6. 7 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Game's not over.
Captain America coming for it.
Make this continue on. It's Scory Perry and Captain America with a double-double.
Dude, I don't know. Heiskanen needs to get his fucking head out of his ass. No, I'm sorry, Miro.
There's only one player that needs to get his head out of his ass, and he had 5 assists in the last 2 games. Great. It's Tyler Seguin. I mean, you want to win a cup, Tyler Seguin's got to score. That's the bottom line.
But Heiskanen just has thrown a couple weak ass passes off the backhand. Just hasn't put shots on net. Like he's not shooting goal first. Like he's not thinking goals.
Carried the load long enough, Tim. He carried the load for 3 rounds. Eventually, Jamie Benn and Tyler Seguin have to go out there and do their thing and take the brunt of it. And they haven't done that. I mean, Ben's been good. He was better for a stretch. He's kind of slowed down here. And Seguin, yeah, he's putting assists all over the board, but Seguin is a goal scorer and a leader. And if you're not going to finish, and he's playing great hockey, I've said it numerous times, Bonus thinks he's playing great. I agree. He's doing it. He's doing it without the puck. You know, he's realizing he's not scoring right now, so he's doing everything. But, I mean, you're Game 6, you're down 2-0, 7 minutes to go, and you're the guy. It's time to step it up. You get paid $8 million a year, $9 million a year. It's your time to shine, pal. Am I wrong?
I agree. Like I said it before. I said it in this episode that Seguin will be the guy that's going to kick himself the most after this. You didn't have a goal in 13 games. You're getting paid $8 million a year. I'm sorry, you're getting paid a little bit more.
It's unacceptable.
We know the same story. Let's look back at it. Rick Nash played the same way Seguin did. He was in front of the net. He was an absolute force. He was great, and we lost in 5. And it was because how many goals did he have? He didn't have enough goals. But guess what? That season, he But hey, listen, it's been 13 games since he scored a goal. Like, it's been almost a couple series of playoffs. Like, let's be freaking honest here. Like,
right
he's doing what Rick Nash did. He's doing what Rick Nash did.
He's just not confident right now. I just watched him make a play. He stepped inside the blue. He caught a pass. A play where he normally would have toe dragged the defenseman with ease. He throws it off his backhand like a hot potato into the corner. Like, he's just, something's up. I don't know if he's injured or
Kiwi Ranta just could have picked up a puck off the defenseman's stick and brought it to the house, and he skated right past it. Just a little bit too much juice in the skates that he didn't actually have the stick on it. Come on, kid. Like, you got to make something happen. You're the guy at this point.
This guy Dickinson, where did he come from? He's a hell of a hockey player.
You're giving him shit before, huh? You were talking shit to the guy a little bit before.
I was only giving him shit because he's a hell of a hockey player, but he's not a fucking short side high inside the hash mark on a 2-on-1 with Tyler.
What's up with Jamie Benn covering his hand like this is the NFL and we have lip readers?
Never mind that. I mean, you're Jason Dickinson. You're on a fucking 2-on-1 with Tyler Seguin, who's yearning for a goal, and you don't slide it. You fucking go short side high. I mean, come on. I mean, he's got 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points in the playoffs, and he's -7. What are you going short side high for?
So let's talk about this real quick, JG. Just because we are potentially looking at a Stanley Cup here, who do you think is going to be the Conn Smythe winner? I think Kucherov has to be the guy, to be honest. I'm looking at him, most assists, most points in the playoffs. It's him or Vasilevsky. I mean, I love Braden Point, but
I disagree on all 3 counts.
You think it's Hedman? I think it's Hedman.
Conn Smythe tonight.
You think Hedman with the Conn Smythe? I think it'd be very hard for him to. You think he's going to beat Kucherov? You really think he's going to beat Kucherov?
Difference. Listen, you don't need to be. I know in most cases we go for the points guy.
The most points of it. Listen, but you're saying Kucherov hasn't been as imposing and as physical, and he's put Tampa Bay offensively on their back.
That Victor Hedman, I mean, that position that he upholds is far more important than any forward on the team. I mean, if Kucherov went down, Braden Point is scoring a goal every 30 seconds. What's the difference? Let him go down.
With Kucherov on the ice, they are hand in hand. They need each other. You know they need each other.
If Victor Hedman goes down, what does Mikhail Sergachev do? What does Eric Cernak do? What does
McDonough, Shaq, and Kirk? You got guys to fill the role, man. McDonough's the number 1 defenseman for how long? Come on.
Tim. A number 1 defenseman on the New York Rangers.
He was our captain. Don't you dare talk about him.
Listen to me. I loved McDonough, but he is not a true blue number 1 defenseman. Victor Hedman is a through and through imposing force number 1 defenseman in the echelon of the Ray Borks and the Brian Leaches and the Bobby Orrs. Brian McDonough is a very good hockey player. He's not in that echelon. You lose a guy like that in the middle of a Stanley Cup playoff after everything he did, you're not recovering. You lose an offensive piece. Look, you showed it. You don't have your captain. Stamkos is sitting in the stands. He's played fucking 1 game. He scored a goal, and that was it. And you guys have been burying everybody offensively. You prove that you can overcome the big offensive injury. So what do you do on defense without Victor Hedman? I think he's the main piece on this team.
I'm just saying, you lose Stamkos and Kucherov comes up and delivers enough for both of them. Man, he's
Oh, dude, we might be seeing a miracle game here.
I think whoever scores the next goal between Victor Hedman and Kucherov decides the Conn Smythe. Because if Kucherov gets a goal, I think it goes.
Know, dude. I think Dallas might fucking bury on this peeper and tie her up. Oh, that was Radulov. You're a fucking idiot.
I hate that I have another commercial break, but it's all good. It's all good. We're going to watch the cup here. It's going to be a great time. But I got to say, when we were talking about just, who could be Conn Smythe candidates, I mean, not too far off, I feel like, thinking Kucherov, Vasilevsky. I mean, but I think Pavelski is probably the the person we never really talked about as the guy because we thought Miro Heiskanen, we thought other people were going to
And at this point,
but
I actually think we mentioned it very recently that
maybe
Pavelski.
recently, but not in the beginning. I didn't think
we were Heiskanen all.
Nathan McKinnon was our sure shot if Colorado had landed in the Cup Finals, right?
If Colorado made the Cup, you might have to give him the Conn Smythe without even winning it.
100%. That's what I mean. Like Nathan McKinnon was putting on a pace that was, Braden Point on steroids. So, I mean, it was just, we weren't looking at him, but I got to say he came out and has just performed to just spectacular fashion for sure.
Uh-oh.
Little PP.
This is it. Yeah, I got 45 seconds left in it, so I'm ahead of you.
40 seconds to go and 3:12 left in their season. They don't get 2 and hold the Lightning off.
Wow, you're a whole minute ahead of me. What the fuck?
And still in his control.
Yeah, I'm 30 seconds.
Oh my God. What are you worried about? Tampa Bay looks fine on this PK. They look good. They look good. Dude, honestly, if I was Sorelli, I wouldn't be streaking down the ice. I'd be wasting time. I'd be holding against the boards. I would literally go to their boards, hold the puck against them, and then just see if we could just dance for a minute and a half. And I know I used to do that all the time where it was just like, give me a puck in the corner for a minute and a half and let like 2 or 3 guys beat the shit out of me, but I'll still hold it there. They're not getting the puck from me. I'll still deal with it, Like, I feel like I definitely would have pulled that tactic again, right in their zone, just never let go of the puck and just hold it there as long as I could. And if I could just
desperation,
kill a minute.
This game is over. Oh my God.
You just hear Doc. You just hear him in the background just going nuts.
I gotta lower this for you. I'm gonna save you. I'm gonna save you the trouble.
No. It's all right. It's all right. I like it. I mean, you still got some action going.
I know you're behind, but I mean, as soon as the hardware starts heading for the heading for the ice, I might be blasting this TV here.
That's it, Tony.
Well, you only got 2 minutes if I know what's right. Dallas doesn't even look like they can cross a blue line, which, oof. We're going to see – hey, listen, all I care about is on Lightin the Lamp. We're going to see a cup. We're going to see a Stanley Cup. Hey, JG, for our for 2020, first year – we're on Lightin the Lamp. We're going to watch the Stanley Cup together, and it's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. It's going to be great.
I mean, we didn't get a big missed call here. I'm a little aggravated about. Pavelski gets his helmet ripped off here by Coleman, and no call behind the play.
At the same time, Dallas should have scored a goal much earlier. They should have given themselves a shot. They basically allowed Tampa to control the game. And really, I mean, I guess in the third, Dallas got a little bit of their shot, but I really never felt like they took over or were the same force that they were in the previous games, unfortunately, to them. But, just hats off to Tampa, just like big win. A lot of love to the squad. Ryan McDonough.
2 minutes is an eternity.
2 minutes is an eternity. So you're saying Dallas has scored, or what are you saying?
They haven't. I'm just saying, like, you've been in a hockey game where 2 goals have been scored in 30 seconds, right? Like, goalie just got pulled, minute 45 to go here. Like, let's see what the boys are made of before we start fucking proclaiming the Tampa Bay Lightning the Stanley Cup champions. I mean, I don't disagree with you, but the hockey gods have done crazier things.
Pavelski's getting fired up. I don't know, JG. It's hard to see it. It's hard to see it at this point.
Empty net. Gotta get a quick one. Put it to the cage. Nope. I don't know, Timmy. Are we about to watch the hardware get hoisted for the first time as the lamp boys, or what?
I really think, and it's against our bet too, unfortunately, right? Like it's not even like
Both took Tampa in the series. The betting corner was a lost cause this season.
I did bet. I did say Tampa Bay in 6. Just saying at the beginning of the series in episode 20 or what was it?
You're 100%
19,
right. I still want to fact check.
You'll go back. You can go back. I'm not going to fact check. I'm not going to call myself wrong. Just saying. Are you done? Is it over for you? I got 153 on the clock, bro.
Over. I got 37.5 on the clock with an empty net.
Oh boy. It's over. It's over. It's got to be over at this point. Should have taken Tampa with $1,000. With 1,000. Shut them out. Completely shut Dallas out, huh? You got how many seconds still left on the clock there, guy?
They are showing Lord Stanley as we speak.
They are showing Lord Stanley. It's happening. I got a minute left still on the clock on the West Coast. Like, oh my God.
First time since 2004 in 37 seconds will hoist Lord Stanley's Cup.
Is Stamkos on the ice in the gear? He's got to be. He should have been dressing up after the third period just to put the gear on.
In the lineup, they should have played with 11 and 6.
No, they needed the extra players to finish off the game.
The Tampa Bay Lightning are indeed going to win the Stanley Cup.
I have 37.4 seconds. Are you kidding, JG? Hold the fans off. This is ridiculous.
I got 19.
You have 19? Oh, God. Hold the fans off.
How fitting. Patty Maroon. Oh, he missed. They won the Stanley Cup, boys. The Tampa Bay Lightning, for the first time since 2004, the Tampa Bay Lightning have won the Stanley Cup. Heartbreak for Jamie Benn and the boys. I mean, Tampa Bay. Stammer, where are you? Look at Shattenkirk's bald head. What a stud. Just heartbreak for Radulov. Absolutely epic.
Oh, my God. Tampa Bay Lightning, Stanley Cup champions, watching it now live. Wrigley's coming in hot, ready with the ball, ready to go. Just there he is.
The boys. Look at the excitement. Look at Maroon.
Pat Maroon just absolutely firing. Ready to go.
Ronnie Cooper getting in there.
What's his name? Ron Cooper? John Cooper? Yeah. Johnny Ron just making it happen.
For the Dallas Stars, man. Just never want to see that for the boys. Just blood, sweat, and tears left out there. So, 22-shot final. I mean, they had 6 shots going into the third, 29-22 finish. Boys just couldn't beat Vasilevsky is the bottom line. The goaltending was the difference.
Dude, you gotta freaking love like the Tampa Bay Lightning. 3 seconds left, already started celebrating, throwing their freaking hands up, celebrating.
Stammer looks like fucking Tom Hanks in Castaway out there.
Dude, Ryan McDonough looks like he is just on cloud 9. Shattenkirk is just, oh my God, Pavelski. I feel so bad. The guy is just walking away, just like, again, like, can't even believe it. Can't even believe it. Radulov, can't even believe it. Unbelievable. I mean, you gotta.
Kirk Stammer.
Those are the guys. Like, yeah, I mean, I feel so badly for. I mean, dude, I remember
Jamie Benn, another guy, been in the league a long time, man. Not young.
Dude, so who do you think? Who do you think's taking the Conn Smythe? Do you think it's going to be Vasilevsky, or do you think it's going to be
Gucci and Hedman?
Kucherov or Hedman? We'll see. We'll see who comes up. But I mean,
think
John Cooper, ready to go. Klingberg just sitting there, just like all the guys. Like they can't even leave the ice. They can't even leave the ice.
Stammer's hair is just so much better than Shattenkirk's hair. It's ridiculous. And they're standing like in line with each other. It's just unreal. Stammer's fucking flowing, Goldilocks over there, sunshine. And fucking Shatty's fucking got sideburns. He's sporting sideburns with a bald top.
Dude, Stamkos like can't be more thankful that his team went out there and won him a Stanley Cup, right? Like, come on, like he probably can't be more like I can only imagine what he feels that his boys just without him, other than like 2 games, went out and won a Stanley Cup.
I'm gonna make a bet for you. I bet you that they go to hand Victor Hedman, Lord Stanley, and he calls Stamkos over to grab it first, almost like a Ray Bourque situation with Sakic.
I think so. I don't know. I think Stamkos will get to touch it first. To be honest,
Dude,
he is the captain. I think they treat Stamkos like Bourque, where it's like, you know what, you weren't here to play, but we did this for you type thing. You've been here at the start. You're the guy. You're the captain. You're the leader. We miss it. You know, I think I would hand the cup off to him first too. I mean, he's our leader. I'd follow him. You know, like that's just how I'd feel it. But Tampa Bay Lightning, big win here, 2020, and
just what a hell of a fucking year coaching as a head coach, man. God bless Rick Bowness. What a studly season.
Rick Bowness, come on, baby. Come on. Coming in December, assistant coach, stepping up, absolutely bringing the boys to the final. And you know what? You really rallied the team and showed the city what it's about. You know?
Chugging Gatorades out there. He's like not even phased. Here's Victor Hedman up to go.
Listen, I got to say, if you
listen up.
I'm at loss for words. Like you obviously wish the family.
I'm listening. No, I'm listening. I hear it. Yeah.
It's so many emotions at the same time. It's not this good. Speaking of emotion, last year was bad emotion. Getting swept by Columbus. How much did you utilize that as a tool to prepare for this season and the run to the cup?
Gotta love Joseph's hair, the afro. You gotta love it. What a studly flow.
10 goals are most by a defenseman in single postseason since '94. NYR Brian Leach. Not a big deal.
Dude, he didn't beat Stephen Curry though. Didn't beat Stephen Curry.
I can't believe that when he scored his 10th with the amount of time he had left to beat everybody, he didn't.
He had two more games. He could have put away a couple more goals just to tie it up. But you know what? Good for him. Like
he would have beat Leach. He would have been number 1. If he had 2 more, he had 12. He would beat out Leach.
Curry was number 1. You had Stephen Curry, then Brian Leach. Brian Leach had 11 and Curry had 12.
2 would have tied the lead.
2 would have tied the lead. But
what does this cup mean to the people of Tampa Bay? It means the world.
Listen, like they just got Brady, Gronkowski. I mean, a lot happened for the west side of Florida, huh? Like, yeah, I mean,
apparently, I haven't watched any NFL. We won't get into that, but from what I heard, your boy Brady was an absolute stud this weekend.
Not my boy. I'm a Giants boy, so it's been a little bit.
I'm a Giant fan, but I do enjoy a little Tom Brady, as much as it's horrible to say.
Wow, watching Victor Hedman talk a little bit, got the Stanley Cup champion hat on already, and I haven't seen the cup yet. Like, it's been a little slow out there. What's been going on? Oh, I do see Brian Leach with 11, but yeah, Stephen Curry, dude, 12. So, I mean, only 2 away, but I mean, thin air, right, between those 3 defensemen of just absolute stardom. And guess what? You know what? You brought your team to the NHL Stanley Cup and you won with 10 goals. So what else did you need to do?
I think that right there, that interview tells you Hedman's the Conn Smythe winner. And here it comes. Here it comes.
Remarkable and frankly.
Here's Gary Jerkoff Bettman. Sorry, NHL.
Everybody that participated in our return to play.
Live for you fans. We're bringing it to you live. We're hearing it from you live. Let's go.
Stars. The Conn Smythe Trophy is awarded to the MVP of the playoffs. Frankly, all of the players who participated should feel like MVPs. But there's one Conn Smythe.
Great, Gary. Tell us the Conn Smythe winner. What'd I tell you?
Oh, my God. It's going to be. It is Victor Hedman. Huh? Oh, my God.
Hot take. Hot take.
Victor Hedman is the winner of the Conn Smythe Trophy. You heard it here on Lightin the Lamp. Let's get it started. It's hot on the press for you all. Victor Hedman, Conn Smythe, MVP of the 2020 Stanley Cup Final. So, congratulations to you. In some thin air between Brian Leach and Stephen Curry, but damn. I gotta feel a little bit bad for Kucherov. He did everything he could, huh? Did everything he could to win the Conn Smythe, right?
He shouldn't be any less proud at what he did. I mean, Victor Hedman, like I said, is an irreplaceable number 1 defenseman. The league only has maybe 5 of them. I mean, it's how do you surpass a performance like that?
Gary Hedman laying it down.
Here it comes, ladies and gents. Lord Stanley. The COVID Cup, the hardest cup to win in NHL history.
What was it? 19 games compared to 16 games of most years?
19 games. Well, 18 because they didn't. No, 19.
19 game wins. 19 wins to win this Stanley Cup.
19 wins, the hardest, longest road to the Stanley Cup. No family, no friends, just you, the boys, a hotel, and an ice rink, like the old times. There she is, ladies and gents. Sparkly as ever. Who grabs her first? We should have put the prop bet in for this. I'm telling you right now, Stammer, minus 150.
First of all, congratulations to Jeff Bennett, who I know is with his family back in Tampa, to Julian Breesbaugh, John Cooper, the rest of the hockey operations organization, coaching staff.
Stamkos is just over the moon with his team.
Dude, if I'm Hedman right now, I'm going straight to Vegas after this. I'm getting on the next flight to Viva Las Vegas. Fuck COVID. The cup is coming to Vegas. Actually, Florida just lifted all their restrictions. They're fully open. If I'm Victor Hedman, I'm flying into Miami with the boys right now. Club Live, Saturday night. Well, it's a Tuesday night, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, I'm so happy. I'm watching the cup come out on the ice. It's freaking amazing.
I'm watching. Wait, we're about to find out who grabs it. They're taking the picture with Bettman, and we're going to find out who touches it first. Here it is.
There's no party championship to win. The gauntlet that you have to run to hoist this trophy is unbelievable. And never more unbelievable than this year. These guys have been away from home for more than 2 months. This has been the ultimate team effort. This Stanley Cup run will go down in the record books as perhaps the hardest run of all time.
You guys should all be incredibly proud. This has been an amazing accomplishment. It is my honor to present the Stanley Cup to Steven Stamkos.
Wow, Steven Stamkos. I told you, baby.
I told you, Stammer minus 150. I just said it. Unbelievable. Good for them. I got to get a picture of that. Wow, just an absolutely epic broadcast here. From Statmer straight to the Conn Smythe winner, Victor Hedman. And here we go, right to Braden Coburn, to the veteran. I love it. I absolutely love it. And Braden brings it straight to New York Rangers favorite, Ryan McDonough.
Ryan McDonough holds the cup in his hands. We'll see when Shaddy gets the cup, because guess what? Big goal from him. And what was that? Game 4 to win it?
Without fans in the stand, the celebration carrying the cup is very dumbed down. Disappointed a little bit. Like, wait till you see Killorn grab her. He's like fucking right, and it's like so like not like I wouldn't care. Like right now, I would be throwing the cup through the glass. I would be going crazy.
I wouldn't care, man. It wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter how it happened. Just the fact that I got to touch her. Right now, I won her.
Patty Maroon is celebrating like he won in St. Louis, and I love that. Back to back, belly to fucking belly. Patty Maroon.
Back to back, Pat Maroon, 2 cups, 2 different teams on a sail over to the Lightning, and he gets to pick her up again. Good for him. Unbelievable time. Steven Stamkos just ripping the cup above his head. Gotta love it. I'm a bit behind it, JG, but you know you gotta love just finally seeing the love, and good for these players. Just really, really great for these players. Honestly, we'd be saying the same thing if it was Pavelski or if it was Perry, but
the young
Victor
guys,
Hedman,
just amazing, just absolutely amazing.
Like the pyrotechnics, good for this rink. Edmonton just stepping it up. A little fire action. I kind of like what they're doing. McDonough touching the cup, I get to see it. Killorn touching the cup, get to see it. Just everybody passing it around. You gotta love it. I can't wait to see Braden Point touch the cup, though, huh? Like it's amazing that a guy like that is waiting. Kucherov is waiting. Braden Point is waiting, and we'll see. We'll see when they get their opportunity. Jake Pagosian getting a chance at her first here. And is that Patty Maroon? Patty Maroon too. He's getting opportunity too.
Celebrating like he's back in St. Louis last year. It just as excited. Love to see that. Love to see that.
Who's that? Kucherov. Finally, Nikita Kucherov touching the cup. Thank God. Like that guy deserved it. I think the Conn Smythe just as much as anybody. Absolute incredible performance the entire bubble series. And Andrei Vasilevsky. Thank God his hands are touching the cup too. Like he's been working for years. Absolutely big stud, and we'll be seeing him for years on out. He's not going anywhere, and we know him as a goaltender, obviously, for the rest of history. You know?
Big time cup finish, man. Very excited for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Would have loved to see Dallas drag her to 7, but exciting to see Shattenkirk grab the cup, McDonough grab the cup. Stammer, love Stammer, always been a Stammer guy. Fantastic to see him touch it first, and always nice to give a little hot take. You know, Timmy Amendola is telling me Victor Hedman, he's 3rd on my list, 4th on my list, and sure enough, Conn Smythe winner JG grabbing the attention there because he did not do so well on the bet. Wish I would have prop betted Victor Hedman for the Conn Smythe also, but you know, we'll save that for another day.
But fans, you know what? It was great to enjoy the Cup live with you, enjoy the game live with you. We were watching it the entire time through. We got to have some reactions for you, and just what a win by the Tampa Bay Lightning for the 2020 Stanley Cup. Happy to come at you kind of live, just really, commenting on the game as it happens, really more so than us usually just giving our thoughts. So just something different for you fans, and we're gonna be uploading it here. But I gotta say, as we move into next season, it's gonna be exciting. We're gonna be coming to you live for the draft, which is going to be incredible. We're going to do a live draft event. We're going to be promoting it. We're going to be going after it. And me and JG are going to be breaking the beers out, breaking everything out. But we're going to be streaming live for the draft when we pick Alexis Lafreniere and the New York Rangers. And you better believe that our reaction is going to be incredible. So going to be something else. But fans, we can't imagine, really doing like the bubble experience without you. We enjoy everyone that's tuning in, hearing our thoughts, and we can't wait to get into next season. But I gotta say, JG, just like let's go back, like from the bubble till now, we've evolved a lot, and it's been great. And now we're here. We're moving into next season. We got like 6 days, 7 days before we're into something completely different. And Rangers are back. Rangers are back, baby.
That's the biggest thing. Listen, it's been great to watch the Stanley Cup get hoisted tonight. But bottom line is you're 10 days away from watching the Rangers draft maybe one of the top 10 players in, the last 5 to 7 years of the NHL.
Kraken coming into the NHL. We have a whole new NHL team coming in.
I'm excited about a 32nd team and all that, but let's be honest. We're here for one thing. We're here for the boys in blue. We're here to bleed blue. Let's talk NHL draft coming up. We don't got much left to talk about. We've been on for fucking hours, sucking them back and really just enjoying some hockey and enjoying each other's company. So we won't get too deep here, but let's be honest. 10 days from today, the Rangers quite possibly drafting the best player in the last 5 years of the NHL draft, besides maybe Connor McDavid. You're looking at history being made for New York. There's no reason we should have had a first overall pick. We really lucked out. We grabbed the second overall pick last year, another pick we lucked out on in extreme fashion. And all of a sudden, this 2018 rebuild that looks like it's a decade away is 1 or 2 years from a Stanley Cup possibly. So, a lot of big shit coming up. Free agency October 9th, the draft 6th and 7th. We got plenty of content to spew. So, we're not going anywhere, fans. Maybe a little break here over the next week, quiet down, a couple of trade segments, maybe a couple of trophy segments, go over a little bit, something short and sweet. But it's only going to be quiet for maybe a week here before we start heading into the NHL draft. So plenty of content headed your way.
You just got to be excited. If you're you could be a hockey fan, but if you're a fan of this channel, you should be a New York Rangers fan. And in 1 week, we are probably going to have one of the most exciting videos JG and I have ever put out, because the excitement in our voice when we actually hear the number 1 overall draft pick come up. And again, like JG said, we should never have had the overall number 1 from where we were in the season. We were in the hunt for the playoffs, and just the fact that we got a lottery bet that won. And even in the lottery bet, we saw the Minnesota Wild ball hit hit the Toronto Maple Leafs ball out of partition. And then you saw the New York Rangers ball get swept up. So, a little bit of lady luck there. Lady Liberty sits in the New Jersey, New York Harbor, and maybe she sprinkled some love on us. We don't know.
Oh, but, she did, boy. She did.
Just to get Alexis Lafreniere and get a player that could be the next Connor McDavid, that could be the next Austin Matthews, someone that's going to come out and score 4 goals in his first game. Look at what Austin Matthews did in his first game. He scored 4 goals. Something as dangerous as that being on a roster with Mika Zibanejad, Artemi Panarin, Chris Kreider, Dylan Strome, Ryan Strome. I'm sorry. I don't know what you want to do against a team like that, but we're gonna incredibly need this player. But once we get Alexis Lafreniere, we got to shore up the center. we got to shore up the center position because
I'm
we
not
have.
worried about that. I think we swoop in and snag Eichel. I think you send Kravtsov in a first out to Buffalo with maybe another top end prospect, and I think you walk away with Eichel. I think Jeff Gordon has monster tricks up his sleeve, very similar to the one he just pulled with Stahl. So I don't think we're gonna have any problem shoring up the center position. I think we're gonna have plenty of cap room, and I think Jeff Gordon's ready to fire and get after it. So, obviously some stuff we could get into coming up here, but definitely very excited for the New York Rangers season coming up here.
I mean, you get to see Tampa Bay win the Cup. You get to see a couple Rangers win the Cup. Ryan McDonough, Kevin Shattenkirk. I mean, kind of unfortunate that, Anton Strawman got traded to Florida. Kind of unfortunate that Girardi retired a year before. And, JT Miller even got shipped off. So you see 3 Rangers not actually get the chance to hoist the Cup, but a couple Rangers that actually did get the chance to touch Lord Stanley's Cup. And you know what? If it had to be somebody, McDonough is definitely someone I wanted to be able to feel that, feel Lord Stanley's Cup. Kevin Shattenkirk, only a little bit of time, but McDonough was the captain, needed that, and can't be happier for the guy. Seriously.
Just been an awesome episode, Tim. Glad we could broadcast for a couple hours here. It's been fun. Sucking back Pink Wits, sucking back White Claws. We got some beers down. I'm buzzing. Still got to eat dinner. It's 11 o'clock East Coast time. So my night is headed for an end here. But what an episode. What a finish. A shout out to the Dallas Stars for an absolutely fucking unbelievable playoff. But the better team was the Tampa Bay Lightning, and we've been saying it for quite a while now. So happy for the Tampa Bay Lightning. Happy for Shaq, McDonough, Stamkos, bunch of the boys, and it's been a great broadcast. And let's be honest, we started in the bubble here about 21 episodes ago, and we're headed for the NHL draft and probably episode 25 2 weeks from now. So shout out to all the fans, to the NHL for making this possible, and we appreciate you all, man. We'll be coming back real quick here this week with some more content.
All right. Well, it's been a hell of a time, hell of a season, and I couldn't be happier. Just the fact that Lightin the Lamp got to capture the basically the bubble cup, essentially, and I bet you that it will always be remembered. And in time, it's going to be remembered on this podcast. And as we get into future seasons and future years, it's going to be something JG and I remember and reflect upon. But it's never something that's going to go away, but it was something incredible, and happy we got to witness it, but also have a testimonial upon all of it. And that's just something that comes with just talking about hockey, talking with fans, talking with everybody. But I appreciate always being with JG, appreciate with you being all fans and having a couple cocktails. But Salud, we're going to tune out and from this season till next, but we will be coming back with you with a live broadcast for the draft. So can't wait to see you all again, and salud.
Signing off. Congratulations, Tampa Bay.